Doing? Happy Wednesday. You know what? I feel like it's been a hot minute, right? Like we haven't been able to hang out. What's going on, everybody? Filth Pig. Sorry, is it Filth Pig? Filth Pig, Fifth Pig. I don't know. Whichever. It could be Filth or Fifth. Thank you so much for the thank you for the resub and 5 community subs already kicking things off. A couple things I wanted to let you guys know. One, we have been so heads down with getting ready for something I'm going to talk about here in a minute that we are going to announce the winners for the Dual 3070s from last month and what we're going to be giving away for the this month when I go and check on what we got from the Discord tomorrow. So if you want to know, tune in tomorrow. Don't worry, Blondie will basically, you don't have to be here to win, but we'll basically, we'll put the winners also in Discord for who won for the last couple, from the last month for the 23070s. And we'll talk about giveaways here in a minute. One thing, and I'll talk again about this a little bit earlier. Hey, thanks very much. I'm glad you like the shirt. Yeah, we always like getting the watch band always matches, right? So I try to do that very hard with the stuff, but I appreciate the shirt look. I don't know. It's funny. So for those of you who don't know, we have a fitness channel. Well, let me start. My name is Jess Robey. I'm the host of Robeytech. I think most of you probably know that. This show is a PC show dedicated to mostly PC building. We also do some tech deals. We spend about 10 minutes in tech deals every episode and stuff like that. But the show happens every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday right now. And then and that starts at 5:30 p.m., which is, that's when we hit the live button. And then now we have this Saturday. It was going to be at 11. We've moved it to 1 p.m. So now we have the Amazon live streams at 1 p.m. And that's so we can stop having these technical issues that keep pushing it back. So this Saturday at 1 will be our first Amazon live stream. They'll last about an hour, and this one's on monitors and streaming tech. So that you'll want to tune in for that. So anyway, that's the show in a basic standpoint. So if you don't know who I am, that's who I am. We're also streaming to Twitch, we're streaming to Facebook, and we're streaming to YouTube at the same time. And I can see all of the chats at the same time. So right now there's 321 people here, and that is the deal. So and we'll talk a little bit more about that as well. But for those of you who don't know, so I've been on a fitness journey, and right now we're about 6 weeks in. And I was doing this. Tomorrow we're releasing the review, the ultimate case review of the XPG Defender. And I was looking at, that was like, I think that build, if I'm not mistaken, it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, but just looking at the difference between how I looked then and how I look now. So it's cool to see people like complimenting me on my clothes and stuff like that because of just how much I've been working. In fact, I work out 5 days a week now, and we have a channel in Discord at discord.gg/Robeytech called Fitness. So if you're looking for just some motivation while I'm doing this, like I post all of my workouts there. I'm always there to help. I'm like, right now it's an echo chamber. I'm the only person there. Like I'm the one who's just like, hey, I'm here in the thing, and this is what I did to work out. But if you want some motivation, if you're just wanting to do the same thing, head on over there, post your workouts, post your fitness goal. We'd love to put that in there and just try and give you a little support. Level 5 hype train. Let's talk about giveaways, and then we'll go into everything else. There's a couple of giveaways we give away with every show. I mean, you guys are used to this by now. We've been doing this for over a year. And so one of those is if we have 2 level 5 hype trains on Twitch, we'll give away a 500 gig NVMe SSD. And thank you so much for, we got Greg's Cruel, JL Hub, who just gifted, who just resubscribed. We got Unfitted Shin, who just resubscribed. So thank you very much for all that sort of stuff. So we get 2 of those. We'll give away a 500 gig NVMe. We've done that almost every time. We had a couple where we were close. Salmon is lost. Thank you very much for resubscribing as well. If we get to 1,000%, then we'll give away a Elgato we'll give away an Elgato Capture, an HD60S. So we give away an Elgato HD60S if we get 1,000% during any hype train. We have upped the bar. I keep reminding people are probably like, man, it seemed like it was a whole lot easier back in the day. Shoe Smooth Zero Heat, thank you very much for the resubscribes as well. They're like, hey, we used to be a whole lot easier. That is right, because we've made it actually harder to activate hype train and then also to get 1,000%. That's why we have that high bar there. And so if we get 1,000% on any one of these, we'll give away a HD60S as well. So just to kick off some streaming career and things like that. And that would be awesome. Now, if we get 600 likes on the YouTube, because remember, I've streamed all of those, we'll also give away a 500 gig NVMe. And then finally, down at the bottom, you see 50. If it gets to 50 subs, right now we're giving away a $25 new gift card. If we get $50, we'll give away a $50 new gift card. If we get 100 subs, we'll give away a $100 Newegg gift card. If we get 150 subs, comes a $150 Newegg gift card. And you can see right there, it goes all the way up. Blondie, that's the one for the AMD, but it goes to 250 goes, hey, Shoe Smooth dropping 25. Bam. Thank you very much, man. That's huge. Thank you for the resub and the 25 gifted subs. So if we get 250 subs, it becomes a 5600X, 350 subs, a 5800X, 450 becomes a 3060. Like, the more you guys sub, the better the giveaways basically become, which is always awesome. And then lastly, there was a vote on Discord. I don't know actually how it resulted, so I'll talk to Blondie about that. But we had the choice of you guys either giving away a 3080 or giving away an entire PC for around the same price. And so there was a vote on Discord over at discord.gg/Robeytech. It lasted about a week. People went and voted. We'll see what the results were, and then we'll announce the sub-only goal for the month of August. And so that is that if you are a subscriber on Twitch, so you have to be at twitch.tv/Robeytech, you are entered to win one of our exclusive, this sub-only giveaway. And the way that you get in on that is if you're over at youtube.com/Robeytech or twitch.tv/Newegg or any of the other channels, you have to come over to twitch.tv/Robeytech. Use your free Amazon Prime subscription. You drop your Prime subscription. If you use that, you basically you get a free entry to win, or if you get a gifted sub, that's another free entry to win. That gets you one entry. Now, if you want to get extra entries basically work that if you gift subs like Shoe Smooth did or any of those guys, that gets you extra entries towards those giveaways as well. And then finally, Tier 2 and Tier 3 gets you 5 and 10 extra entries if you subscribe at Tier 2 and Tier 3. And if you are subscribed like that already, you automatically have those entries moving forward. So if you resubscribe at that level, whatever it was. And as long as you're subscribed during the month of August, you are entered to win, as far as that, from what I understand. Now, there is another perk I do want to let you guys know of. There is another perk for subscribing, which is brand new, and it just launched today. So, as of today, our merch has officially launched. Now, I'm not going to tell you the link. But I'll show you guys the merch here in a minute. So here's the hat that we have. This is a 950-50 hat that we had from these. So we're going to be showing all of the merch off here on the show today. If you are a subscriber, every time we do a merch drop, you get a 24-hour head start on being able to order merch. And if you head over to discord.gg/Robeytech and you are a Twitch subscriber and you go to the subscription channel, the link is there for you to basically go and order your merch. It will go fast. I'm just letting you guys, there's a limited quantity, and so we're kind of testing the water. So the merch is now live. Now, the other thing too is a lot of you guys have been asking about these mouse mats. We have the Robeytech mouse mat that'll be launching in a month. And if you want to get early access, again, we'll drop these one day before subscribers first, and then they get their first chance to basically purchase the mats, and then from there they'll go to Discord, and then from there they'll go to streaming. So if you want to get in on your merch orders, those orders are now live, and you can basically go get your link right over there at and pick up your merch right now. So here we have today, for right now, we have 4 things that are up here. The first one we have is this new era hat. It's camo. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Really, everything that we did is we got super high quality. So I guess these, if you were got like a Mariners or a baseball one, these are usually about 40 bucks. We're gonna be selling them for 30. And then, so those are up there right now. The other one that we have is, we have 2 shirts. You've seen me see the CPU shirt, but this is a limited run. There's actually only, I think, 150 of these. And these are the beard comb, the Robeytech beard comb shirts. They say on them, binds wind, picked up, main hand. It gets you 132 intelligence. It also gives you charisma. And then it also has some abilities down there. It increases defense against beard hairs by 54 and decreases defense against CPU fanboys like Intel and AMD fanboys by -100. So yeah, it's actually more like a World of Warcraft thing or Magic or whatever it was, but it's got stats. So there's a limited one. We're only doing those run once. So once those sell out, those are gone. And then finally, my favorite one right here is we also have these super awesome, and they're in time for winter, these super awesome new era baseball jackets. And so you actually have, this is one of them right here. Definitely the most pricey. The Robeytech logo on them is actually embroidered. You can see that. So it's really, again, everything we did was super high quality, and then these were tested. I've worn this for like a really long time. Really nice jacket. And so those are also up on the store as well. I really like these jackets, and they're really well Really, really well done. And so those are up there as well. So again, the drop for, oh yeah, it's official. The drop for merch has happened. Subs, you get basically early access right now, and that is happening for you. I'll show them off again tomorrow, because tomorrow on the stream, we'll show this stuff again, and tomorrow on the stream is when everybody basically gets their chance to go. So it should be super awesome. So yeah, they're all the jacket is made of, I can look. I'll look right now. And now that they're for sale, I don't mind showing them. I don't know, it's made of, here it is right here. It's 52% cotton and 48% polyester. And it's super, super soft. And again, like I said, really big patch in there for the embroidering and stuff like that. These are really nice. And so I actually have worn this. I have one of these that I've worn in a different one. I was like, I have to have one of these for Robeytech. And so they're super quality. They don't, what is it called, where they bunch up or anything like that. And so same thing with the shirts. Shirts are super soft. They do not run small. I know that was a question. They do not run small. We got really, really quality shirts. We didn't want to have anything that was cheap, which is why the prices are probably a little bit higher. Also, very, very intricate designs. So this was like a ton of stuff, but like very, very well done design and things like that. And these shouldn't fade too bad either. So there is all the merch. And then Gun Logger, I saw some people who've actually already picked them up. So anyway, if you are a subscriber and you want to get merch, before we literally let 160,000 people know tomorrow and let them loose on the store, you're going to want to pick it up, because it will, I have a feeling it will set up. How many watts do you need for an RTX 3070 Ti? Anyway, guys, super appreciate the, I'll answer the question in a minute. Super appreciate the hype train. It looks like we got 500%, got to 226. So thank you very much for everybody. Let me say thank you, because that's important to me. Johnny Juana, thank you for resubscribing with Prime. 7 months, happy anniversary. Man of Steel, subscribed for 1 month. Thank you very much. We got, is it Bigini? What is that? Big Nip Luigi. Sorry, it took me a while. Subscribe with Prime, thank you very much for that. Twisted Shadow, subscribing with Prime, thank you. Hemp Racer, 1 month at tier 2, and they've been subscribed for 7 months. Thank you, Hemp Racer. Some bits from High Country Gaming and Juggalo Jimmy. Juice Moose, we got those 25 subs. Zero Heat, resubscribing 8. They've been subscribed for 9 months. And then Salmon Lost, I think we did those Unfitted Shin, 11 months. Salmon Lost, 3 months. JL Hub 822, 5 months. And then Greg Scruel, 5 months. Thank you very much. And thank you very much, Sirius42, for resubscribing with Prime. So anyway, there's all of our, that's all the awesome, whoa, okay, calm down there, PC, whoa. Let's get it back up there and so we can see everything else. And also thank you for all those follows, those bits, and everything else, guys. So somebody asked about wattage for a 3070 Ti, you want 750 watts. So there you go. Anyway, what did you guys think of the merch? Was it cool? Do you like it? Is anybody gonna get any? I mean, I'm curious, right? Like, it always makes me 4 months at tier 2. Good to know. We got Zombie Zach subscribing at tier 2 as well. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, I know. I gotta keep. Yeah, sorry. I have a hard time reading them sometimes. It's doing it on the fly is always tough. So, hey, that's awesome, Brandon. I'm good. I got a shirt. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Yeah, there is a subscriber channel. Oh, I'm glad you like the GPU video. I like the hat. Yeah, I'm getting a hat right now. Thank you, Evo. That's awesome. Okay, so here was 18 votes, 3070s. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna be giving away 2 3070s. Blondie hooks me up, and there you go. So we're gonna be giving away 2 3070s for the month of August. So, HH275, yeah, no, it is there. It's in the Discord under subscriber. I know Blondie's been working for it, but I've been chatting with people in there, so it should be in. Hey, Mellow Hope, well, thank you very much for that. We're 3 away from the 50 already. How has the GPU shortage been? That's a great question. It's actually, so here's the deal. Like, the GPU shortage is getting better. It is not awesome. It is better. So the thing is that I have seen, and because we have seen more people get interested in build videos, we've seen more people, I've seen more pictures of people getting builds, more people are getting GPUs. The other thing too is that you can also see, like, for instance, like in the build, the build that we're doing today, there is a GPU, a 3060 that is on sale. It is not 3 or 4 times the cost of a 3060 Ti. You know, instead of a 3060, it's only double. And they're still in stock. So you could go and search for 3060 on Newegg and actually find in stock from third-party market sellers for GPUs, and that's actually been something that's also, and it's getting, there's a larger number of them that are showing up as well. Also, StockX, another third-party site that only allows you to buy verified products. Their prices have started to come down. So the GPU shortage is getting better. It is not awesome. It is not perfect. It is still not at the point where you can actually just go into a store and buy them. I do know, for instance, like a 3060, you're actually able to go and get, there was like 3060s in stocks for like a 2 days at a Micro Center, which was unheard of. I know people were able to walk in and get 6600 XTs pretty easily. So the thing is like I said, there is light at the tunnel. How far away that tunnel still goes, we're not entirely sure. Rumor, I mean, we've seen stories that say rumor could be as late as 2023. Some people are saying early 2022. Some people are saying holiday 2021. I don't think that's true, but it is getting better. Wow, look at all the subs. Kyle Man, resubscribing with Prime. Zombie Zach, 5 gifted subs. You're amazing. Epic Villain, I think that's what it's saying. Thank you for resubscribing 5 months. And then Gabe Balran, thank you very much for your 1 month at tier 1 too. So Thomas Brady, it depends on what you want to do. Okay, so let's update the giveaway and then we'll talk about the build. I think you guys are ready for the build, I think. All widgets, sub goals. Ending this one, we're going to a $100 new gift card. We have 56. We need 100, we have 56 and 08. When you hit the thing. So anyway, yes, we're going to be giving away 2 RTX 3070s. And that's, guys, by the way, that is not Blondie's fault. That is my fault for not following in. So anyway, we're going from there. So I appreciate that. I remember seeing an Asus RG Strix 3090 for $4,000 on Amazon. Yeah, I actually just bought, and on StockX, I just bought a white RTX 3070 Ti for only $400 over MSRP. So Rainbow Unicorn dropping 10 gifted subs. You guys are, wow, on fire. So dude, Evo Cybernation, thank you very much for the sponsor support. Guys, if you're buying merch, that is massive. That is a huge help that goes directly into helping our team. I don't know if you guys know this. Maybe you do or maybe you don't. But there are actually, we have like, on top of the mods, and we have our mods and we have our tech specialists, which these guys are volunteers. But we also have 12 paid staff members who help run our show. I don't know if you've noticed, but we've started releasing more videos. We release, actually, I think we release 18 pieces of video content a week. On top of now we have 4 streams. We release 2 YouTube. We release 7 TikToks, like 6 reels, and then we have Instagram stuff. And so all of that stuff is a team of 12 people that I basically, all of your guys' stuff, people like Toilet Tsunami, the merch, basically the subs, all of that stuff on top of just doing giveaways also pays for the staff who makes all of the content. Oh, and one bot. We got Tom too. I forgot about that. To make sure that we can make content for you. So you guys go towards helping fund other people's lives who rely on you guys and for us to continue to make content for you. So I appreciate that, and I just want to say thank you. I never take that for granted. So I'm seeing what's going from there. One bot. Yes, Kyle's a bot. He even put it on, like, we've programmed him so well with AI that now he's putting it on the website that he's not a bot, which is, I think, is pretty funny. Najia, thank you very much. 14 months. That's huge, man. Congratulations. Oh my God, Twitch is messing up bad with lag, but chat is going strong. What are you, I'm not seeing, is anybody else seeing lag? Mine seems fine. Yeah, he has become self-aware, unfortunately. We're working on it. Yeah, Twitch is fine. Okay, who's ready to start talking about build? We've hit our goal. We're already on our way to 100, and we've talked about merch. Who's ready to start talking about build today? So I want to talk a little bit about this. So we've over the last couple days. By the way, sorry, Wednesday the 18th. Let me just put this on your calendar. Wednesday the 18th. We have the next. I'm just gonna say, you're gonna want to tune in because I have what is probably the best case we've seen come across our desk in a really long time. So the 18th in the morning, we'll release the review video for that, and then we will be building with it. It is going to blow your mind. It is not the 7000D. I'm just telling you, mark it on your calendar, the 18th of August. Next week, this day, 1 week from today, you are going to want to tune in. Just telling you, that's all I'm gonna say. Can't say anything more of that, NDA, all that sort of stuff, but we are very, very impressed. So mark those calendars, guys, and go from there. Okay, so let's talk about today. So today, Antec NX410. Really excited about this, but one of the things that I'm really more excited about, believe it or not, is this. Because this is probably one of the best CPUs, and a lot of people, like, we don't give Intel a lot of credit right now, but this CPU, you can give Intel a lot of credit, and this is the i5-11600K. This is a surprising, from where we have typically seen things be weird, this is where we have seen the complete swap of AMD and Intel in terms of Intel in these mid to low range CPUs. There is a reason that this CPU has been so hard to basically get a hold of, and it's sold out quite a few times. So today's build I'm actually really excited about because I've wanted to do testing, like real testing on this. I think we have a build that we've done with this, but the build today is a more, and I hate using this because it's still expensive, but a more budget friendly PC. Because if you were able to get all of the components that we're building in this PC today at retail, including the dang GPU, it would only cost you $1,800, right? And this is an $1,800 system that is completely capable of 1440p and really great 1080p graphical gameplay, right? 1440p, even more than that. And on top of that, it's Arctic. It looks super clean. And I mean, I don't know about the case. We're going to be testing it, but looking at it, I feel like it's going to be a good airflow case. So it's going to be a very, very crisp looking build. But this is one of the things I'm excited about, is to get to use this. So how does the CPU compare with it? It's not a 10. It's a better value than the 10. It's a better value than the 10700K. But the thing is a 10700K. It's kind of in a class of its own because the 10th gen has more cores and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, in terms of its like multi-core capability and stuff like that, it's actually done really, really well. This is like, Tom's got some numbers that he was pulling from it that we can post in here from there, but you guys will see, we're gonna run our testing on it and stuff like that, but I expect this to do very, very well from there. Yeah, I know. Is it possible to win Reverigs is absolutely right. I wish it was possible to win shuffles and go from there. So this is our CPU that we're gonna be using. We're using the Intel 11th gen 11600K, which is their i5-11600K. For RAM, and because of that, originally I had paired this build with the white ROG Strix RTX 3070, but I was like, you know what, if I want to make this less expensive, and I probably shouldn't have chosen the RAM I did, but I did because I want it to look pretty. So hey, I'm not a monster. That's why I actually ended up switching to the white Gigabyte Vision RTX 3060 for this particular build. So there is our CPU. For our motherboard, given that we're using Intel, and I wanted to make sure I'm using white, we're using the RG Strix Z590A. Now, if you wanted to make this less expensive, you could. Gigabyte Vision is actually a little bit less than this. I really do like this board, though. It's just a great looking board. It has all of the connectors that you could potentially want with USB-C. It's got a good VRM. It's got potential overclocking stuff. It comes with Wi-Fi, all that sort of stuff. But it is more pricey, right? So again, there is a mix here. Like if you wanted to bring the cost down and get more of a black, like base level motherboard, like maybe like a Z590A Prime from Asus, and potentially some, like basically not, maybe even do some like less expensive, like White Vengeance RAM at 3200 or something like that. You could bring the cost down to closer to $1,500. Like I said, we're still dealing with aesthetics here, and given I get the playground of having all of these parts, sometimes like I know I'm not choosing the least expensive build. That's not really what I do, because we want the build, like you guys are here to be entertained and have something when we turn it on go, ooh, ah. I mean, what's the fun in that if it's not like, woo, it's not pretty, you know what I mean? Wouldn't you say? Yeah, I know, that is true. Like Intel CPUs have really been, I would say Intel CPUs have been, minus the 11900K, I still feel like not well priced. I think I think the 11900K, when it's close to the cost of a 5800X, and the 11700K is close to the cost of like a 5600X or a 5700G, then I would think those two. But the 11600K and those are actually really well priced. But anyway, so that's our motherboard. Really, really great motherboard. Very attractive, all that sort of stuff. RAM. I always like try to find a reason to use this. This RAM is not cheap, but man, is it pretty. And this is that DDR4, this is that Team T-Force Extreme. It's that all white. It's their 4000 megahertz CL, I think it's CL16, it might be 18. CL18 4,000 megahertz Team T-Force RAM. It's got a really pretty glow to it. It's like all RGB, which means it's 2,000,000.7% more effective than any other RAM on the planet. And so, yeah, love this RAM. Definitely, you're definitely paying for this RAM in this case if you're going to choose this kit, but it's just really, really nice looking. And so it is really prill. It is really, really pretty. It is, Kyle Combe. Yes, it is overkill. Agreed. Totally agreed. I don't think it's a great question. I don't know what I was saying there. Great question. Is it good clicks? I don't think so. I think in the build that I just did that I'm talking about on the 18th, I used Corsair Vengeance LPX. That has good clicks. Not the prettiest RAM, but good clicks. So, okay, for our NVMe SSD, just because we're using Intel, and I actually like these drives. This is the Intel 670p. This is their TLC, their latest TLC stuff. The one thing that's really nice about this particular NVMe, if you're looking for an NVMe and why I recommend this one, price-wise, not the best, about 119 bucks. You can get other 1 terabyte NVMe, including like an SN750 that's better priced. But again, from a TLC standpoint, they kind of reinvented the TLC. They kind of reinvented how they did TLC, which is triple level cell writing capability in their NVMe drive. So it's got better read-write capability. It's not, the gigabytes written is much higher. I don't know off the top of my head, but a lot of improvements in this. So if like you were looking as like a game drive or even for something like a scratch drive, this is actually a viable solution, which is kind of nice. I do know that the other thing too is like NZXT actually uses these in their BLDs as well. And we just got one of those. And by the way, we're going to be giving it away. So if you're looking, we're giving away 2 PCs this month, 3 actually at the end of the month. There's another secret one that you guys don't know about. It's crazy. It's going to blow your mind. But we have that one coming up as well. So anyway, that's our NVMe SSD. I don't know where I sit on this AIO. I'm giving Intermax a chance. They've been crappy, but I want to see if it's gotten better. So this is Intermax's new Aqua Fusion all-in-one cooler. It's a very attractive cooler. The problem with Intermax recently has been their glycol water mix, and they've had a gunking problem. Now, both Gamers Nexus and a lot of other people have actually called them out on this. They continue to say they're improving it. We're giving it another shot. Don't know if I would recommend this particular cooler. If you're looking for another option, I would definitely maybe just suggest like either the 240 Illusion from Cooler Master, or another one that was really good is of course the H100i Capellix from Corsair. But if you're trying to stay away from like once you kind of go Corsair, you then have to go all Corsair. But if you want to use like G.Skill or some other RAM options, the ML240 Illusion, very, very attractive board. We used that in our Cooler Master giveaway PC that we just finished last week. So if you're looking for another wide option and you want to do something, then again, you also have the Lian Li Galahad 240, which is also another very attractive one, or the Deep Cool Castle 240 EX White, which you can like change a little logo. So there's some other alternatives for you, but we're going to try this Aqua Fusion and see if it's still garbage or not. We're hoping not. I'd love to see Intermax, like they're the only ones that actually make a TR4, which is like the Threadripper. They actually make an AIO that will cover the entire IHS of the Threadripper CPU. The IHS is that integrated heat spreader, the big chip top. And one of the reasons that I'd love to see, because we have new Threadrippers coming out, so it'd be good to see a good cooling solution outside of maybe that the Be Quiet Deep Rock TR4, which is the only thing, and that thing still struggles with cooling a Threadripper. For our PSU, continue with our white theme. We're using our V750 Gold White Edition right there. So there's our PSU. 750 watts is more than enough power. We could actually switch to 650 watts. This was specifically chosen before. Hey, Dylan, thank you very much for the super chat. This was chosen for the 3070. You could do a white 650. I'll go see if I actually have one. We might update that, but you can use a 650 watt in this build. And then finally for our GPU, I mean, just one of the best looking white GPUs. This is the Gigabyte Vision RTX 3060. They also have a TI version of this, obviously the 3070, 3080, and all the way up to a 3090 with this. The thing that's always usually nice about the Vision versions is that unlike like Strix or whatever, they'll only use like this one only uses a single 8-pin if you care. So you're only running one cable versus like if you do a Strix, or some of the other ones, they'll require 2 or even 3 VGA connections. So there's our build. There's our build for the day. I do need to go grab real quick. I'm gonna go grab our white cable extensions. I thought I grabbed them, but I guess I didn't. So I'm gonna go grab those real quick. We got white Asia Horse cable extensions. And I am going to, hey Tom, would you mind? We're gonna switch to a V650 white. I think, let me verify I have one, but I think we're gonna go to a V650 white. That's a better choice for this build. Tom, I do have a V650 white. Let's do the V650 white. There we go. Grab our cables. There. Okay. And Tom, if you wouldn't mind sending me a link, I can update the description real quick too. Okay. This is why Tom is a bot, which is what I like. So there again, there's our Asia Horse white cable extensions. And then again, like I said, we're actually going to switch to the white V650, which is much more appropriate for our gigabyte. So let me update our Newegg wish list real quick, and then we'll get started with the build. I want to, you know, like outside of choosing things that are pretty, I want to make sure that I choose things that are probably just better for the build. You know what I mean? So if I'm overkilling on a PSU, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm okay with overkilling on a white piece of RAM because they're like, again, I'm doing that specifically because that's the only way that you can install that RAM. You know, I don't have a choice, but for the other parts I can. So here we go. We're going to do Robeytech build. Then we're going to get rid of this V750 here. And then I'm going to update the studio here. So we're going to use the V650. And then I'll update that. There you go. Okay, so it's updated in the description and it's also upgraded on the wish list. Okay, so there's our build. What do you guys think? Yeah, 3090, yeah. Wait, all in all, like getting a 3090 nowadays, specifically with the 3080 Ti, getting a 3090 doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I mean, some people still do it just to flex, but getting a 3090 for like any other reason doesn't really make a ton of sense. Not sorry. A lot of people are saying, they keep saying they're getting lag, but I'm not seeing, guys, so I can see the stream and it's running, we run it on a separate channel, so I'm not seeing the same issue. So I apologize if you're getting lag. Just getting everything ready for the build install. Yeah, my bitrate, like I'm seeing my bitrate and stuff, guys, it's showing green across the board, so it could be a potential issue with Twitch in that certain area, but I'm not having any issues here. It's an all-white build, yes, Rockabilly. Everything, yeah, everything's white and crystal here, and it should be good. Oh, whoo. Yeah, that's weird, Scott. That is strange. Okay, let's go to top down. Guys, we are 33 subs away from our 100 sub giveaway, our 100 sub goal already. So it'd be cool if we could basically, maybe we could rock that out and get that done and go from there. Now, when we get once we finish the AIO, we'll jump back over and we'll take a look at the deals for the day. We always like to spend a little bit of time going through deals, etc. So once we get finished and on that part, that's when we take like our little moment. But here is our motherboard. You know what's funny? Like we've done a lot of Arctic. Somebody was asking, are we going to use Arctic Blue RGB? We've done a lot of Arctic Blue RGB builds because it just looks so clean, doesn't it? We'll definitely. I don't know. I have to decide. I don't know off the top of my head what I'm going to do yet. I don't think I need. Yeah, we've used this board before, so all this stuff is like kind of. Okay, come on. What is this stuck on? Oh, never mind. That's not stuck on anything. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay. Yeah, white and pink. I mean, that's probably one of the most liked versions of our build is that white and pink Lian Li 011 Mini. So yeah, I know people really dig that one. And again, this is not a commission build. This is just a case review to review the Antec NX410. So there is this is a build that will be torn apart at a later date. Okay, so this is the RG Strix Z590. Just kind of giving you guys a quick little tour. So as you're watching the build, you guys have an idea. Up here on the top left, we have our EPS CPU power connections. These are basically what power this whole section of the board. You see this actually has a very thick VRM. And the reason that you'll see things like thick cooling VRMs is this whole thing basically manages the power for what goes to CPU. And so when you see thick VRMs like this, it just means that it has higher potential as we overclock to cool the VRMs, and that gives you better overclocking stability. So just as an FYI. For really great, big, nice overclocking boards, you'll actually see massive VRMs from here, but that's just what this is. That's something to go from there. This right here is our LGA 1200 socket. Rumor is this will be the last time we see this version. For Alder Lake, we're actually supposed to get a longer CPU and IHS, and that's supposed to come out with the latest version of Intel. But in the short term, this works with 10th gen and 11th gen Intel CPUs, so you could put in a 10700K or whatever it was in this. But the one thing is that Z590, this particular motherboard, is PCIe Gen 4 capable. And something that 10th gen does not support. So if you were to do that, you're not going to have the full capabilities of the board. Over here, this is your RAM. You can see it actually has 4 DIMMs. It's actually only dual channel. Not that most people really understand that, but just there are things especially on Xenon processors or on Threadrippers where you can actually have what's called quad channel RAM. But just because there's 4 slots doesn't mean there's that many channels. There's actually only 2. Up here on the top are some fan headers. The only one that's really important right here is this light gray one. I know it's kind of hard to see, but this one is actually a different color than the other two. This is your CPU fan header. It's the only fan header that needs to be plugged in or you're going to throw an error. Right here, these 2 little white connections are your RGB connections. If you plug things into it, you're going to get a 2 to 4 million% increase because RGB automatically makes your PC run faster. That's guaranteed, hands down. It's always going to happen. This is your 24-pin ATX connection. This is basically what's going to power the other 3/4 of your motherboard. We've got USB-C, which is one of the things I love about this board. Not a lot of, even though I don't think this case supports USB-C, but if it did, we're good to go. This is USB 3.2. Literally, the person who invented this needs to get punched in the head. We've got a total of 6 SATA. These are different than what you typically, a lot of times you see these stacked on this motherboard. They're actually just set up linearly. These are for plugging in 2.5 and 3.5 inch SSDs or HDDs. We've got some cloth right here. See this? This has no functional purpose whatsoever. None. Just here. Down here in the bottom left, we've got our front panel connections. So when you see those little dinky things, unless you're like NZXT or Cooler Master, or sorry, NZXT or Cooler Master, you have to plug them in individually. NZXT actually just has one thing to plug in, which is actually really nice. But this is your power switch, your reset switch, all that stuff goes here. We got a couple more fan headers. These are USB 2. These are for things that are plugging in, AIOs go in here, for Corsair. Lian Li fans use these. A lot of different things will use these, and these are just internal USB headers. We've got 2 more RGB connections right here. This has actually got a... No, it doesn't. I thought this was a TPM for Windows 11. It doesn't look like it does. We've got 2 more RGB, and then, of course, we've got our HD audio. We've got support for 3 NVMe drives. 1, 2, 3. These are all PCIe Gen 4 capable. And then we've got by 16 and 2 by 8 PCIe lanes, and then a by 4. Are the lanes, the connections that we have basically right here. Not lanes, that's the wrong term. And of course for I/O on the back, we've got, BIOS flashback, which means if we needed to do and plug something else in or moving something for future proof, we could update our BIOS without a problem. Then you've got your USB 3, your 2.5 in, and then of course, like I said, Wi-Fi 6. So really actually very, very nice motherboard in terms of quality, and it also looks really good as well. So really enjoy this, and I think it's gonna look very pretty. But let's go ahead and start putting our CPU in and go from there. Hey, lack of sleep is getting to you. Well, Dizzy, wake up. Oh, we have the whole mod squad here tonight. That's awesome. Yeah, shiny white always looks good. This is the Z590A gaming Wi-Fi from ROG. Look at that. That's like a picture right there. Okay, so let's pop this open. Pop this out. There we go. Then we're going to pop in our CPU here real quick. Like I said, really excited about this particular motherboard. I'm sorry, this particular CPU. This is the Intel 11600K. Really, really great price on this. And if, like I said, if this would be a great build, even if you decided to get all black parts and you could get a freaking GPU, I think you can get a 6600 XT. I heard Micro Center still has them in stock. So this would be a great motherboard and motherboard and CPU combination for a Radeon 6600 XT, as an FYI. Though, you know, even if like you look at the reviews from Linus and everybody else, honestly, if you get a 3060 or 3060 Ti, that might be a better option. But, you know, not to say that if all what you can get your hands on is a 6600 XT, that would be nice. So, going for there. Agreed, Seal. Agreed. But everything is overpriced right now. So, okay, so here we go right here. We're going to just basically pop this in just like this. There's two little nubs on the left and right of this. They just sinks in here like this. You just pop it down. Just pop this underneath, and boom, there it goes. It's ready. It's so beautiful. There it is. Agreed, Jokerin. It is actually really a very, very good CPU. And especially if you're looking to do a budget-friendly build, I just hope that GPUs come to the point, or we can get to the point where GPUs actually can let you do bang-for-buck PCs like this. Okay. Next up, just because, let's go ahead and pop our, get our stuff out here. Okay, we're going to put our motherboard, we're going to put our M.2, we have two. We're just going to put one right here in the center. Now you might be asking, hey, Robey, does it matter that I'm going to stick my M.2 right here? No, but some motherboards, which are kind of weird, especially with Z590, is that you don't stick a PCIe Gen 4 capable motherboard, PCIe Gen 4 capable NVMe in the top. You can sometimes have issues, so given I know this is Gen 3, I'm just going to use this one down here just to be safe. And again, you have an extra one if you wanted to. Okay, and then these are those really cool, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see this. These are these really cool M.2 things. They're only on Intel motherboards right now. Rumor is they'll be on whatever the next AMD boards are, but this is something that they've kind of added, and they're mostly, I think they're Asus only right now, are these new little latches for M.2, so you don't have a chance of losing the screws. And you can see them right here. So what we do right here is we pop this in, like so, and then you can see right here this little twist. You just pop it in like this, like that, pop it down, and then you can just rotate this, and then that holds it. That's all there is to it. There's no little screwdriver, no duck butt, unfortunately, which probably makes some people sad, but yeah. I didn't say 3060 Ti, I said 3060. $3060 is a great, I mean, if you can get them at retail, but a 3060, the 3060 I have in this build, the retail price, the MSRP price of this GPU, if you could get it at like Best Buy, is like $479. So this build would be just shy of, I mean, you could get this build down if you didn't use the same RAM, but you could get this build down to, I don't know, $1,400 if you really wanted to, with some of the other things. I need to check. Tom, I'm assuming Tom probably sent me those links. I'll update those in a minute. Okay. Did I get that in there? Wow, Robes. Oh, why don't you put it in, not upside down? There you go. Okay. And you guys don't always have to agree with me. I know there's people in here, like, I think we're showing the set, like, so today, I don't know if you guys know this, but today, the Galaxy Fold 3 launched, and we have links to that here in a minute. Like, you guys are going to see it on the Robeytech deals. The Galaxy Fold 3 launched today, so you could buy it and pre-order it today. I did pre-order my Galaxy Fold 3. It's my primary. It's like I love it as a phablet and stuff like that. It's a $2,000 phone. Like I get that. I know some people, like, their idea of like what budget is very different. I know people, when they say budget, some people are like, hey, I want a $500 PC. That's a budget PC to me. And some people are like, hey, budget PC to me is like $1,000 to $1,500. And then there's anybody who says it's higher than that usually is a little bit crazy. But not all GG. No, Ginger Cat. Actually, most of them are moving to in-store only instead of just GPUs online. So it really comes down to, you know, I know it's a matter of perspective. I still like just looking at the fact that I look at, we have, anywhere between 3 and 5 million people who I interact with on a monthly basis. So when I look at my stuff and I say budget, that is where most people are spending their money on a gaming PC, right? There are a lot of people who buy what are called, what I consider like more low budget PCs. But right now, anything in the sub $1,000 range is actually very hard to fulfill, because getting a GPU and a CPU and a motherboard and all that stuff in that range that makes any sense is really hard. In fact, you'll see me more times than ever. Somebody's like, I want a gaming PC that costs $600. I'm like, go buy a PlayStation 5 or go buy an Xbox. That is a much better gaming device for because you can't get the same performance out of a PC at that cost right now. So anyway, that's a little bit of a rant, I know, and some people are probably like, he's full of crap, and I'm okay with that. You can disagree with me. Arguing on the internet is just like, it's just, it is what it is. So Joker in Texas agreed, but the other thing too is it is like spending the same amount of money on a PC that if you want to really game on it, then I don't think that spending that money on components for $600 is worth it when you can buy a console that will actually do it better. That just doesn't make sense. And you can plug a keyboard and mouse if you wanted to. So but that again, not everybody's gonna agree, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, K-Bar, that's another key part. Like even with, if you were gonna do and the other two is like a 5700G. We just got finished testing it. We were able to run Fortnite. The only game we could run at greater than 100 FPS or even at playable at 1080p on low settings was like Fortnite. I mean, in Minecraft, if you cut all the settings down to like bare minimum, you could get 60 FPS on Minecraft. That's like, why would you do that versus 4K with a custom RDNA APU that's built into like something like the Steam Deck or even the Series X or Series S, which is just going to do better than anything like that right now. So yeah. Okay, so here we go. Let's pop our RAM in. Look at this RAM though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the RAM will be loud, but look at this. I just want to show you this RAM. This RAM, and the whole thing lights up. Look at that. And that RAM is just pretty. I mean, it's just nice looking RAM. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna grab my little cleaning cloth here. A little bit of stuff on the, clean it off here. Okay, here we go. So first one, we're gonna spin these out from here. There is not an AMD. The closest one of this motherboard is the B550A, but it does not have USB-C. But yes, there is a white. It is the closest white version of this board for AMD, and I have used it on the show before. Somebody was asking that question. So right here, actually, somebody's asking if you're going to use dual channel, where do you put them? Actually, most of the time it's on the motherboard. You're going to be sticking it in A2 and B2. So these are the two places you'd stick it. These two slots right here, this one and this one. And they're actually usually limited on the board, and they actually have like a little asterisk on it that shows you where to put it. I'll just show you right now. So we're going to do, here we go. We're going to turn off the music. Turn off the music, here we go. We're going to test the clicks, guys. Going to test the clicks, and then I'll show you where to install it if you were just going to do dual channel. And 2 sticks. Okay, so right there, here's the first one. You guys ready? Here's a test. There was no click whatsoever on that one. Wow, that was like 0 click. 0 out of 10 on that one. Yeah, that was super. That was terrible. I like had to take it out. It was so quiet. I was like, did that even click? Yeah, 1 out of 10. That was terrible. And then the second one would go right here. If I was doing just dual channel RAM, this is where I'd stick it, right here. Yeah, that is the worst click. Negative 10 out of 10. Seriously, the worst click on those right there. That was mind-blowingly bad. So there we go. Okay, well, there's that one. They do look good. That is true. So anyway, if you were going to install your RAM just as dual channel, just do 16 gigs right there. That's how you would do it right there. But let's go in. We're gonna because I'm too OCD, and we're gonna throw in 4 DIMMs. We're gonna take out these other ones. Yeah, exactly. Everybody's like, use different RAM. What are you doing? Hey guys, we're what, 18 away, 19 away from that 100 mark. See if we can get. Can somebody drop a? Let's see what we can do. Can somebody get in there? Because I'd love to get that one, get towards this 150. I'd love to at least try and give a CPU away today. Something. There we go. There we go. Okay. It actually does come with a microfiber cloth, which is nice. Yeah, I know. Jafaz, there he is. Hey, Jafaz, did you get my message? I sent you a message on Discord. So please do that and then let me know. I know that was a little kind of a weird thing, but we want to get you squared away, buddy. I don't know if you saw that. I'm going to look on. I hope you did. I'm in the middle of streaming, so I can't read it. But if you did, please do that and then go and take care of it. Hey, I'm glad you love it, Hydro. Where's my thing? Okay, cleaning off my RAM here real quick. So Nova, it's not meant to be an attack on that. And the thing that's really hard is that it's a figure of speech. So if I meant no offense, but when people say that, it just means I have a high amount of attention to detail. So I did not mean that as in like I have it for real. So I apologize, but yeah, unfortunately, it's not a whole lot I can do. Dylan, thank you very much for the $4.99. I appreciate it, my friend. I don't know what's going on, man. That sucks, dude. I apologize. Hey, PC Guy, thank you for the one gifted sub. Jafaz also for the one gifted sub. And then Xena with Prime. So there we are, 83. Okay, here we go. Okay. I don't think this click's going to look... Seriously terrible clicks, guys. Seriously terrible clicks. Oh, those are just so bad. Okay. Well, we're hitting the music back on, and we'll just pretend that never happened. Okay, he did give me. I'm gonna update the link in the thing for here. Okay, let me update this link so that way it's right. This is what we've changed the PSU, guys, to the right one. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, so there's our that you have to admit though, that RAM it's basically because in certain cases, like you might have somebody's asking about why they have extra power. Some of those are you can put in things into expansion slots like drives, or you could do dual GPUs if you're going to do overclocking, and that's to provide more power to those sockets, specifically for things like GPU overclocking or additional things like that. So yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, again, that board looks very pretty, wouldn't you say? Okay, so there we go. Our board is pretty much put together. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Intermax cooler. See how this thing is going to go together. If you install 4 sticks, why did you still have to stagger it? I didn't. So somebody's asking, did I install them that way on purpose? No. Somebody had asked specifically, is like, hey, if I was only going to install 2 DIMMs, how would I do that? And so I was just showing him what a 2 DIMMs, or her, sorry, I didn't know, if they could do, if a 2 DIMM setup was what it looked like. It was not specifically because I had to do it that way. So sorry about that, if that was confusing. Hey, Jafaz, thank you for the 1,500 bits, man. Appreciate it. Okay, let's open this bad boy, this AIO up, and to see how it installs. We're gonna rate, first rating. We haven't done an Intermax AIO in a long time. Let's see how complicated they are to install. They used to not be. One of the things I used to like about them until we found out they were gunky. Gunky! Let's get this whole thing cut open. There we go. No, I just said I assumed that it was a person, but I'm not gonna. Sorry, I don't know what to say to that. The clicks were terrible. Okay, here we go. Aqua Fusion, here it is right here. Okay, here is our, I mean, I will say, I'm excited about how this looks. Okay, here it is right here. It doesn't look too complicated. Does not look too complicated. It's up to you, Ginger. I would not use the stock cooler at all. Don't use stock coolers if you can get away with it. Okay, so you do have to put the whole thing together, which is kind of terrible. But it looks like it's kind of, oh yes, this is like the old one. Ugh. Okay, yeah, this is a process. I think people can do, I don't know. I really wish that they could make these easier. These are not fun to install. What is this? It's like a, what do they want this for? Put the sticker on. It doesn't show it, okay. Okay. So much stuff. Okay, there is all of our connections here. This is what I was hoping it would use, like the AMD ones, but I guess the AMD ones are always the easy ones, so nowadays. Okay, so here's our stuff that we need for our Intel. Oh. Uh-oh, okay, good. Don't lose the washer. Okay, so we're gonna take this. It looks like the inside one is LGA 115X. Cool, okay, so we want this one, the inside. You guys can see this. Making sure it goes in one way. Okay. And then from here, we put a washer on it, like so. That holds it in. Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. Same thing with this one, inside, like they said. Take our little washer. The little washer is actually what holds the screw in, which is nice. So, I was expecting a little worse than it actually is. Pop the little washer on it, like so. Same thing with this one, inside, like they say. Okay, and then one more little washer. Okay, so there is our setup. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we take this, we stick it under here, and it doesn't fit like they said it should. Literally awesome. Go like that, does it? Nope. Okay, so that's cool. Then they say, hey, this is how you're gonna do it. And then it doesn't work that way. Okay, so let's pop this over and figure out where they're actually supposed to go. Like 2 of the 3 are going in there. I think there's like 3 of this. It's like they're a little bit, like almost to this edge, not quite at the edge. It's going to be the middle one, not the second one. I make these mistakes so you guys, well, I learn from these so you guys don't have to. Okay. They're not quite all the way over. It's like in the middle is what I think it actually has to do, because it's like that much too short. There we go. Try this. Okay, so in the middle is the right way. Okay, there we go. It's installed. It's in the right way now. Okay, so there's those. Then what we do is we throw our posts on. Hopefully these hold this at the top. No, they're not going to. There we go. Okay. There are only 2 ways to put this. Oh, no, you can put it down this way. Okay. There's actually, you want to turn these away the other way because they'll actually hold the clamp this down. There's 2 ways to put these little plastic black things on. So they'll hold the whole thing down. Okay, so that's done. And I think all I got to do now is just put the... It's LGA, and then you just, yep. Cool, okay. So the rest of this we'll do when we actually build the rest later. Okay, so now our CPU and whole thing is actually ready. We can actually move forward. Now it does not look like this actually includes thermal paste. It does not, so we'll have to install thermal paste. I'm not using what Intermax comes with, so I'm gonna use my own. I think we actually don't want these. So I'll use my own instead of this. So let's do some thermal paste. And staying in the white aesthetic, we're gonna use my Arctic Fox Cremique, Arctic Silver Cremique thermal paste here. There you go. And then we don't have, the IHS on this is not very thick, so. Spread this around. Little Bob Ross moment here. I'm kind of like Jay in the sense that I like to make sure that my IHS is all the way covered. Put a little too much on there. There we go. Okay, nice and even and thin. All we really want. Okay, so there's our board is ready. Go ahead and strip our case and get it ready. I use Crisco for thermal paste. It's not a good idea. Okay, let's get this out of the way and let's get our case out. Where's my? There it is. It depends on like if you could, you could do a pretty good PC if you're patient. For $1,400, you could put together this PC like I'm building right here. You could make this PC for $1,400. If you change the RAM and you didn't do a top-end Z590 board, you could definitely do it for under $1,400. Not with tax, unless you live in Portland or in Oregon or something like that, and you can get it for not paying sales tax. Yeah. One thing like this, very Montech. Montech uses this with this thing, but these nice little pull brackets, which is always nice. There's our tempered glass. We are going to be using the included fans for this build as an FYI. It's got at the front, you can see, it's got two 140s, which is nice, and a single 120 in the rear, which is, I mean, that's more than enough airflow. Antec, I don't know off the top of my head what their airflow, there it is, it pops right off. So we're just gonna pull this off. There's, I mean, our front panel, pretty good. Pretty good in terms of this. We'll see what the restriction is and test open case versus closed case. But, it's not a not stylish case. You got a dust filter at the top as well. So we'll get that out of the way. And then in the rear with the gear. Ooh, those do not come off very easily. Take a look here. Very tight thumb screws, but I do like that the thumb screws are nice. They're like nice covered white. They're not black. They're not captive, FYI, which means they don't stay inside of the side panel. It pops off. Okay, a little bit of a surprise there. That's nice. It's a good surprise. Taking a look here on the side. Yeah, Antec is still around, and they actually have one of my favorite cases. We're actually building it tomorrow. The DF700 is one of my favorite cases. You actually have quite a bit, almost 3/4 of an inch in terms of depth for cable management. I mean, you have zero. I mean, like, this is definitely. Oh man, look at that, brutal. We're using Molex, guys. But in terms of cable management, you actually have quite a bit of cable management depth. Cheap case, obviously, you're getting from here, but and then it looks like the drive tray is removable, so you can remove the drive tray if you wanted to. So if you wanted more room in your PSU shroud, you definitely actually have quite a bit, and there's some room here at the top for your cable management. If you wanted to. I'm gonna remove it just because it's easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the drive tray. So just little 4 screws at the bottom. I'll go to side camera so you guys can see this. There's just little 4 screws here at the bottom. Super cheap, super cheap. Oh, it's frozen, hold on. Let's fix it. Fix the camera, Robey. Fix the camera, Robey. One more time. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. There we go. Okay, now you can see it. So you can see right here in the corner. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I don't know if you guys. Let's do. Oops, Control Z. Where's the other one? Okay, let's do this and push this over here. Yeah, that's gonna be better. Okay, so what you can do, you can see right here, we got 4 screws. I'm gonna remove these 4 screws down here at the bottom. Nothing too crazy. There's that one. I appreciate when companies don't rivet their, like, not everybody's gonna use an HDD tray. If you wanted to, you have plenty of room, but if you just want to have clean cable management and just a lot of room down there and just easily be able to install your PSU, being able to remove your drive tray is just kind of a nice bonus. So there you go. And then as you can see, our drive tray is already kind of ready to pop out. And there it is. Top mounting our AIO. We're not going to have any clearance issues. It does say that it does actually support a 280 millimeter AIO. Yeah. You can do 280 millimeter fans, but you are definitely not doing a fan radiator combo and then having a motherboard in this case, unless maybe you do like a mini ITX. So definitely 240 is pretty much the max there. You can do a 360 pretty easily. You're not going to be able to do tubes down though. So if you're wanting to do a tubes down AIO, that's going to be a problem. You're basically blocked by the PSU shroud here in the front. But you could do a 280 tubes down if you wanted to. Or tubes up, which would still be fine because your AIO is your pump res combo is going to be sitting right here, which is still not going to be at the top of your loop. So anyway, that's looking at it. You have a lot of room at the top, not a ton, so we're definitely gonna have to install our EPS CPU power connector beforehand. But yeah, definitely a compact in terms of the overall design. Definitely a compact looking case. You know, so not the simplest of ones to build in for sure. But yeah, it's pretty. It's a nice clean case. And I do appreciate the use of some white cabling from there. So, okay, let's go ahead and get our motherboard in and go from there. Very light, because it's just not expensive. Definitely are not, like, this is not like a be quiet. This is not like a be quiet dark base, you know, freaking tank case, you know. Definitely not getting a tank, you know, this thing is not going to take anything crazy from a shock standpoint. Okay, let's go to top down and let's put our CPU in. Okay, and all of our components in here. One of the things I do appreciate about, and this is something unique to Antec, is that they actually include, and it's probably hard to see because it's white, but it actually says SATA and data. So if you were to put a hard drive in there, you could actually see where your stuff is. So, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we'll check it, Blue Eye Dragon. We'll have to see. It does look like it'll be fine. What was that? Something just shot out. Find out. Hopefully nothing crazy. Oh, this did. I don't know what this is. Some little brown, some little thing shot out. Oh, it's from the hard drive tray. Okay. Okay, so there's that. We're just gonna put this away. Okay, there we go. Cool. Now let's put our motherboard in. Okay, well, that's already a problem. I'm gonna have to remove our fan to put our motherboard in. Kind of a pain. I should use the wow stick for this. I'll get it for the putting it back on. For sure. It does look good in there, doesn't it? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we are. Okay, there it is right there. I'll probably rotate this so it's like this instead. Instead. I'll deal with that here in a minute. Okay, let's grab our case screws and see what else comes inside of the box here. So we've got, okay, just glad I saw that. So one thing we are gonna have to know about this case in particular is we are going to have to remove our covers, our I/O covers, before we build the build. It comes with a PC speaker, that's kind of nice. Looks like some feet, I don't know what the heck that is. And then there's our screw packages, but we're gonna have to take the board out real quick. And it's gonna be the second one, right? Yep, the second one. Okay, so we're gonna have to remove this one here. Oh man, dude. These thumb screws are in there tight. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, now you need to remove this one. How are you supposed to remove this? You literally cannot get this out, dude. Okay, that one you can get out. Oh, there. Okay, there. Okay, just be careful. Okay, it comes from the bottom. Just don't cut yourself, Lord. Okay, there you go. There's one. I need two. Yes, I do. Yeah, those are sharp, so. There we go. Okay, so we've removed those. Now we can put our motherboard back in. Yeah, they're breakouts. Oh, looks like we're missing some, okay, another learn thing. Not set up for ATX. We need some standoffs. Okay. This is fun. Okay, so now we need some standoffs because this is set up for who knows what. Again, we had this problem in the NX800. What the heck standoffs were you setting up here, right? Like, it's like, they're not normal. So, like, I'm trying to understand what? It just doesn't, it's like, I put in standoffs for whatever kind of motherboard, some unfictional, unknown motherboard that does not exist. Okay. Where's, oh, there it is. We need I'm gonna grab now is my standoff screwdriver head. There it is. And now we gotta put in standoffs that I didn't expect to have to put in. This is like right up against this, isn't it? Yeah. And I can, does it have the extra? No, this one doesn't have it, okay. Okay, we're just putting in our standoffs real quick, so we gotta add 3. Yay, woo. There we go. One more standoff. There it is. Okay, cool. Now we are set up. And there it is. Okay, now we can actually put this in for real for the 5th time. Okay, there we go. He is right. I'm gonna have to see what our clearance issue is here, because we do not have this, like this RAM is pretty high. We'll have to see. We may not actually even be able to use this RAM because the RAM actually pops up quite a bit. Okay, let's get our motherboard tied in here. There is quite a bit of room at the top, so we'll have to see. And it may be a bit taller than the 310. We'll have to see. Yeah, let's just take a minute here and quickly grab our wow stick. Is it build like a compact? It is harder for sure than building a just a standard ATX build. Yes, ITX is, there's a lot of patience and you have to work a lot with a limited amount of space. And the thing is, there is an art to choosing the right components for a compact build. I do have builds and videos on Mini. The problem is that a lot of times, and the mistakes I've seen a lot of people make when they do a small form factor build, is choose too much crap to put into it. Like with a compact build, the less the better. Like, you know, if you can do a compact build and do something like with the LN9A compact cooler from Noctua, instead of doing something like an AIO, you're gonna save yourself some space. It's just all about minimizing how much you have to shove into it. I hear EVGA is loud. Shaquille Oatmeal, I don't know where that comes from. Yeah, Pran, I'm good. It's a good call. Like, have I put them in there? Yes. Like when I build them, yes. But there's an art to it, which is always just something that that certain people work with and some people haven't. So it's just worth noting. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, just to make it look cool, is I'm going to zip tie on the outside here, and this is where having different color zip ties comes in handy. I'm going to create my own tie off here so the cable is out of the way, and because it's white you won't be able to see it. There we go. And that keeps that clean. Okay, let's finish installing our motherboard because we haven't put all our screws in yet. Well, hopefully you get it, Queen Geek Rose. Right now, getting the parts together outside, like it used to be, you couldn't get a CPU or a GPU, and now it's just really GPU. So, per diem, it'll be tomorrow. Actually, there was an issue with merch yesterday, and so we were focused on that, and we just didn't have a chance to draw the winner. So we're gonna do it tomorrow. So we'll announce it tomorrow. It'll be, if you aren't here, if you can't be tomorrow, don't worry, it'll show up. Blondie will put it on Discord. So even if you can't make it, it'll be announced, not just here on the stream. I'm gonna grab my longer screwdriver here. We're just getting the screw here. What is this one? There we go. The one thing that's always tough about certain places and cases for installing screws, etc. Okay. Motherboard is screwed in. There we go. Everything looks good there. Okay, I'm gonna, for the sake of speed, not speed, like I'm not in a rush, I'm just saying for the sake of like I'm like a little nervous about this, the clearance on our AIO, and if we can use this RAM. So we're going to quickly do a test and see how the AIO works. But just because I can, real quick, we'll go ahead and do our front panel connections and stuff like that. Not a lot to hook up to this board. These are all daisy chained. It looks like these reset switch. What the? These are just going to run at max speed, it looks like. They don't actually have, they're not PWM at all. There's no way to plug these into the motherboard. This reset switch is plugged into here for some weird reason, but okay. Okay. So here we go. We're going to plug our top. We're going to put our front panel there. Our HD audio goes down here. We've actually got a USB. This must be a front panel USB there. And then USB 3.2 will go right here. And there's all of our cables. And then we can get our AIO done. Yeah, Molex fans in 2021, exactly. Okay, so USB 3.2. Oh, look at that nightmare. We'll have to get that out of the way too. There we go. Again, not USB 3. This is our USB 2. There's only one way to plug this in. Goes right here. And then we've got our power switch, power switch, hard drive. We're gonna plug in our hard drive light first. I'm guessing there's actually that reset switch, if I really was to guess, is actually so you can control the fan speed via button on the front. I'm guessing that's actually what that's for. It's so you can control your speed. I can look at the top here in a minute. Or it might be RGB. An LED button, and they just took a plug that they normally do. Okay, let's grab our HD audio cable that popped out. Okay. Okay, so what we plugged in here is we plugged in our USB 3.2. I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see this a little bit better. So we plugged in our USB 3.2. We plugged in our front panel. These are our hard drive, power switch, and power plus and minus. We plugged in our USB 2 right here. And then we also plugged in our HD audio right down here. That's all we did. Let's look at the top panel here real quick. So yeah, it's this. It's so you can do LED. You can see right here. There's an LED button. So I'm guessing the RGB, that reset switch actually lets you change the color of the fans. And I guess that's what that's for. So they just used a different connection. They repurposed a connection is what that was for. Okay. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Okay, let us quickly put our AIO together, and then hopefully we'll see we got clearance to actually use this thing. Hopefully, yes. I'm going to take one fan. This is not the most white. I mean, it's white, but it's not the prettiest white. There we go. It's like a kind of like a cream more than a white. Even the fans are kind of a different color. Sealed. Oh, those are some crazy fans, though. Look at that. Some good diffusers. Can't use that again. Okay. Where's all of our where's all our screws for our, unless these are, oh, those must be them. Oh, cool. Okay. I have faith. No 200mm fans. We've already used those, Coyote. We used them a couple times already. We can't do nothing but 200mm fans. We'd just lose all our viewers. Just kidding. Okay. It's gonna go like this. Fans are gonna go like this. There we go. It's not that they're not attractive. It's a very attractive looking set. Not a bad looking AIO. Wow stick. You triple them? You think 200mm, that's why our viewership is so low? Because we haven't been using 200mm fans? Okay. They're the epitome of beauty, huh? Hey, Luke Beardwalker. Guys, we are 12 away. 12 away from the 100. You can lock out that last 100. I mean, those last 12. And we'll be going into the we'll be going into the we'll be going into the thing. Oh, never mind. Carlo was like, yeah, there we go. Carlo unlocks it. There we go. We're gonna go into our hype train with on our way towards a $150 new gift card. Okay, let's update the giveaway real quick. Thank you, man. We're on our way to $150. Goal is 150, and we're at 100. Okay, goal is up. Now we're on our way to 150. Okay, we're not going crazy here. Just want to basically get this put together and see if it'll fit. We can get some votes. What do you guys think? Will it fit or will it not? That's the question. What do you guys think? We'll be able to top mount our AIO. People are saying, Nintendug says yes. It should fit. I'd say it'll fit. Okay, here we go. Well, it's ready. We're gonna just test. We'll go to side camera. Hi guys, hi side camera. How are you? Good to see you. Whoo! A little water. Preparing for the big test. Oh! And all we're doing is just seeing if this will. No problem. We're good to go, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, it's in. Okay, let's finish putting this together then and do it. That was easy. It'll fit. It fit beautifully. Plenty of room at the top for this. Yay! I love it when a plan comes together. Thanks, guys. I love building these with you guys. Seriously, I just love doing it with you. So I think it's cool. I like that you guys are here and we get to have these little moments together. It's fun. But hey, Carlo, thank you very much for the 12 subs, by the way. And WPod, thank you as well. We're on our way towards 150. 150. So raise your hand, subs. I'd like to see a raise of hands if you could. If people who were able to pick up merch today. Remember, subs got early access to merch today. We were talking about that a little earlier in the show. Did anybody end up picking up any merch? So again, if you are a sub and you're like, Robey, what are you talking about? We showed it off a little early in the stream. You've got 24 hours until noon tomorrow to pick up your merch before we let the masses in on it. You can head over to discord.gg/Robeytech and check the sub channel, and all the info is there. So, hey, what's up, Regin? How are you, man? Thank you for the love from India. So yeah, if you're going to, now's the time. Yeah, there is a sub channel. People like, that's been the bigger thing. People are like, there's a sub channel, and now that we have reasons, guys, I will be spending. Wow, this is like the world's short. Did they give you another RGB? I hope they give you another RGB cable, because that would be lame. It's like the world's shortest RGB cable. What I might do is just turn this into a single strand then here. Okay. So what I'm doing right now is just running the cables. So let's go to top down here. I'm gonna run and zip tie our cables here. And just make sure I have enough room should I need to. Using our lovely white zip ties. Is it fair to say you're both excited? That's awesome. I don't know if that's because of the merch or something else. I might have missed the rest of it. If it's because of the merch, that's very flattering. Lee, we have shirts, hats, all sorts of stuff. Hey, Al, what's that? Hey, Alberland, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. You are a rock star. Appreciate you, my friend. Taking it to 107 today. Okay, there we are. You should get it immediately. If you don't see it, Shoe Smooth, you should see it immediately if you just resubbed. And you just need to make sure that you link your Discord and your Twitch account. Okay, so this is all good to go to plug in. You got the little extra piece here. We'll throw this over here in this little bag for later. And let's get this installed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. Side view. You can put this out of the way because it fits. Okay. Ugh. We have plenty of room. That makes me happy, guys. I like it when a plan comes together, like I said. Didn't they? They did not give me any more washers. So this does not have washers. So if you were using that Montec Air, oopsie, that might be a problem. There we go. I think I should be able to, let me just verify. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and real quick, like, put that right there. I'm gonna really quickly put in our EPS CPU power connection. Go to top down. Yeah, it's a really big water block. That's one of the things I like about Intermax, is how big their water blocks are. There we go. I'm just gonna grab my, not that one. I always choose poorly here, guys. There it is. White on white on white. That's right, Stu the Sparky. Okay, let's just verify. It's gonna go top like this. We need it on this side. We're just quickly adding our little bit right there. The cable comb. Plugging that in and running it up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we can go to Cam Link. Oh, not Cam Link. We can go to Side Cam. And then we can install the rest of our AIO. AIO. And on this AIO, he put on some parts. AIO. Here we go. There we go. Okay, there's that one. White on white on white on white. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Everything is installed now. For easy viewing pleasure. It looks good. Okay, it's all clean too, which is nice. Okay, let's go ahead and quickly put a top down here, and you guys can see the other beautiful things get put away. I'm gonna quickly put in our other screws. Morton, it is there. Make sure that you linked your sub channel with your. Make sure you linked your Discord and Twitch. Make sure that you have the purple named in Discord, and you show up in the sub thing, and then you will see it says subscribers, is what the channel says. Okay, that is all in, guys. Okay, so let's go back to side now. The next thing we got to plug in, we got to do is we got to put our little It is impossible to know. It is impossible to, I'm trying to figure out which way is the right way. Okay, so it's on the, so these will be on the left-hand side. So it goes like this, okay. Just trying to make sure that I know. And so these are on the top. Oops, put it the right way there. Okay, so now you have to put, you have little screws, oops, to mount this with. I'm putting the screws in, and these are the screws for the brackets for the, to go on the AIO. So this doesn't have like a slide on like the, like on like Corsair or anything like that. These are mountable brackets to get the, for Intel. Start screwing these on real quick. There you go. There's that one. Okay, there's that one. Then we'll do the same thing with the other side. Find our little bracket. There it is. And they only go one way, which is nice. So they will not fit another way. So you can't put them on wrong, which I have done. I have done quite a few times with some of these, is like actually installed them upside down and been like, what? So this is actually kind of nice. It's like a one way, and it's, you know, if you're, I mean, you could install them wrong. You just have to really try at it. So, which means opportunity for mistake is lower. Okay, then we're gonna make sure that I do this, which I have forgotten many a time. So peel off the cooling block. Okay, so we're ready to install this now. Okay. Next up, set this back down, be nice and gentle. It's looking nice and clean, actually. Top down. Okay. Okay, they're pretty straightforward. Okay, making sure. We're starting with a star pattern, so just getting it started. This thing is wide, and it actually causes some pressure on the against the RAM. Unfortunate. I mean, nothing too bad, but still not my favorite. So very NZXT in terms of the crazy thickness of the cooling plate housing. Okay, now we use our file stick. Here we go. There we go. There we go. One more. That thing is putting quite a bit of pressure on the edge there. Thick boy. Yeah, you can see it's pushing this one RAM DIMM in. You could do that with like maybe with a thinner heat spreader, but like, yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a big deal, but yeah, that's just kind of the thing with thick. Okay, now we have our single. This is our single fan that we have to plug in for our CPU fan. I'm gonna go right here, and then we'll pull the cable through. Hope this is not something I have to plug in, because that's going to annoy me. Yep, I'm going to have to plug something into that. That is annoying. RGB. Maybe not. I don't know what you have to plug into that. Pretty big cable. Just checking something real quick, guys. Trying to see it, like, I'm trying to see what there's, like, there is a plug on the white, on the pump itself. But the question is, it doesn't say what that connection is for. Could be a fill port. It doesn't actually show hooking it up to anything. Just trying to see what you're actually supposed to do here. AMD, blah, 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 blah. Looking the same thing. Okay, motherboard sync. Oh, okay, so you actually do have to RGB control box. That's just showing you to daisy chain it, so that's fine. But what about for the... Okay, so yeah, you have to add a... a cable, but the question is which one, and where does it go? That's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a look at this real quick, guys. We're gonna uninstall this real quick. Okay. There's a RGB or something that I need to plug in to be able to sync this with everything else. Question is, what is it? It's not that. Little 4-pin. Yep, it's this. Okay. There we go. So just as an FYI, if you want to use this, you can. And then you could sync it up through the top, which is what we'll do. There we go. Yeah, it's just like, I don't mind extra cables, but like when you have to put them in there, it's just like, what? Oh, crud. No, there was not. Is there still plastic on the IO cover? No, there's not. There we go. Yeah, it's just, yeah, there's not. Yep, it's just a reflection. You're right. Yeah, I know. I agree. It's like, it's just little things like that. It's like everything else was white except for they just didn't do white for that one cable. Okay, now we actually have it hooked up. What I'm going to try and do see what I can do to make this a little bit better, but there's not going to be, I don't have any room to kind of run this the way I want. So What I'm gonna try and do is a couple of these to kind of clean it up here. Put it underneath the braided cable as much as I can. I'm working on it now just to make it look just that little bit more pretty. That over. I'll give it a little bit more, another one more right here. Create a little bit of illusion that there is no other cable here. Go. Yeah, gonna quickly, let's go to side camera. I'm gonna quickly kind of run this one up under too. Okay. Okay, now we have everything cleaned up. There it is. Okay. Okay, there we go, guys. Now you can see here, we'll go to cam link, but you can see just kind of made that one cable. There's like, you can't really see the black cable now, which looks nice, right? So I hid it pretty well in there. You can just see that one single white cable coming off of the AIO, which looks kind of good. Okay, let's take a quick moment. We're just gonna run through, like, just tell you guys a little bit about what's happening, go through the giveaways one more time. We're gonna cover deals just briefly, then we'll get right back to the build, so stick with me. You know, and then we'll, how are we doing on likes on YouTube and stuff like that? Are we still doing pretty good? How many likes do we got on YouTube? Oh, nice, thank you, Andre, I'll take a look at it. $404 of 600, guys. So we have 200 more likes to go on the YouTube to unlock those giveaways. I'll go through all that in just a few minutes to give you guys like a break, an understanding of what the heck. Hold on. There we go. Oh, here. Before I get too crazy, I don't want to do that quite yet. Okay, so let's put this out of the way. Run through our deals real quick. But anyway, for 932 people who are here, welcome to Robeytech. I am your host, Justin Robey. This show is a show dedicated to PC building. We also do tech deals. We do giveaways. We do all sorts of fun things. And it's the show usually happens Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, starting at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. You are watching the midweek episode. And today we are doing and testing the Antec Z410 case. So that's what you're watching. The NX410. Where am I getting? The Antec NX410 case today. So we're doing a build. We're going to do our thermals and testing on it in a later video that'll be released in a couple of weeks. You can check out on our YouTube channel. If you don't know, we actually stream to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and also Newegg's Twitch all at the same time. So when I say there's 932 people here, that is across all of our viewership right now. So we have a bunch of people who are watching across the board. So it's not just only on Twitch if you're watching there, or YouTube or whatever. So you might be like, who is he talking with when he's talking about, about some question that I don't see? That's because I see every chat at the same time by the magical power of Restream. We have a couple giveaways that are going to be happening on the show today. There's actually 3. The first one that's going to happen is if we hit the set, we hit 2 level 5 hype trains. If we hit 2 level 5 hype trains on the show, we'll give away a 500 gig NVMe SSD. The second hype train should be starting here in the next 5 or 10 minutes. If we get 600 likes on the YouTube stream over at youtube.com/Robeytech, we'll also give away a 500 gig NVMe SSD as well. So those are those 2 giveaways. Now down there you'll see the $150 Newegg gift card. Right now we're giving away a $100 Newegg gift card. If we get 150 subs, we'll give away a $150 Newegg gift card. If we get 200, and then you'll see right there, 250 subs, we get a 5600X. 350 subs, we'll give a 5800X. 450 subs, we'll give away a 3060. 600 subs, 5900X, and so on and so forth. The more subs we get, the better the giveaways basically get throughout the show. We're also giving away 2 RTX 3070s for the month of August, which you guys voted for, and thank you very much for doing those votes. If you want to get in on those are for subs only over on Twitch. So if you're over at twitch.tv/Robeytech and you're anywhere else, that's where you got to be. That's where the sub-only giveaways happen. And we're giving away 2 RTX 3070s that will draw the second week of September. Basically, the way that works, if you are already subbed, hey, congratulations, you're already in. But if you're not subbed and you want to get in on that, drop your free Amazon Prime subscription over at our channel, and you'll be entered to win one of those amazing GPUs. Now, if you want to get extra entries, you can do things like donate subs, like so many people have done here on the show up until this point, or you can subscribe at tier 2 and tier 3, which will get you 5 or 10 extra entries, and it does a big boost for us. So a lot of the revenue that we make on Twitch, on top of supporting the Robeytech team, also goes directly to those giveaways. Now, I know giveaways have been going out. I know some 3060s just went out. I know some 5600Xs just went out. So giveaways happen, and they show up over a period of time, but people have been giving their giveaways as well. Now, I did mention this. Our merch just went live today. Subscribers, you're getting 24 hours to get your entry in. We're giving away hats. We showed them here. We got hats, these limited edition t-shirts as well that we're doing, the Beard Cove t-shirts, these really awesome quality jackets. We also have these. All of this stuff just went live. Subscribers, you get 24 hours early access. We also have the hats as well. These the 95050s, the hats, the new era hats as well, that those also went in there. So these are all up there. Subscribers get 24 hours. Tomorrow, everybody else will get access to them. And so and there's not a ton. Again, we're testing it out, so they're limited, but those are all available as well. So that is happening. So if you're over at subscribers, go over to go to discord.gg/Robeytech, head over to the subscriber channel, and you can actually see the link to go pick that stuff up. So the merch link, again, you will go to the subscriber. Tomorrow I will announce it, and it'll be here on the channel. And so you guys will be able to see that, and you can purchase here on the stream starting tomorrow night. So that'll all be available as well. Okay, so let's go to our, just real quick, just talk about the build that we're doing today. We have a couple things that are going on, so just to talk about the build and what's happening. We are building in that Antec NX410. We're using that incredible, and I'm just excited about it. We've been using that incredible Intel i5 11600K. So just real quick, we'll walk through the parts for that. And again, check out robeytechdeals.com. We're showing this right here. This is where we keep all of our... It would be there. Oh. Oh, that was weird. Okay, hold on. I got to restart the air server. 1 second, guys. Everything was going so well, and then our air server just died. So we're going to kill it and redo it. Okay. So, doing it one more time. It should be there. Is it there? It was there. The air server started. There it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. And then I'll restart the music at the same time. Sorry about this, guys. It was going so smooth, it would have been on there. Music has started. Okay, cool. There you go. Now you guys can see it. Hey, there it is. Okay, so just so you guys know, let's talk about the build that's here today. So again, we have a history of all of these things at robeytechdeals.com. We curate everything. So deals that we give, as well as all of the stream builds. So if you ever want to go up and be like, hey, what was that build he did on Monday or whatever it was, all of the stuff and the cheapest prices for those things are all here on the site. So for our CPU, we're using the Intel i5 11600K. It's currently $269.99 over on Newegg. Really great price and absolutely amazing CPU. And you get Death Stranding, which if you haven't played, it's actually super cool. That Asus ROG Strix Z590A, I know a lot of you guys have been talking about what that motherboard is. There is a B550 version of this white motherboard if you're looking for AMD as an option. For our RAM, there's that Team T-Force Extreme ARGB 16 gigs. Obviously, you don't have to do 16 gigs with this RAM. We just want to make it look nice. I mean, you could do less than 4,000, so this is a little bit of an overkill for this particular build. But there it is right there, $139.99. We're using that times 2, so it's $270 in RAM there at 4,000 megahertz. For our NVMe SSD, we're using that 1 terabyte Intel 670p. I've done a whole review on this. It's actually a pretty good TLC NVMe SSD. It's got really good gigabyte read written, so it lasts a lot longer than a lot of TLC RAM, which has been a problem for 3D NAND, specifically for 3D NAND specific NVMe drives over the past. So something they've improved on tremendously with that NVMe SSD. This is that Intermax Aquafusion. I don't know if I recommend this yet. We're testing it for the first time. Been a lot of issues with Intermax. It's a very pretty AIO. We're not entirely sure in terms of the overall quality of the AIO. I don't know if anybody else has used it. But again, here's something that we're going to be checking out and testing here today. Then there's that Gigabyte Vision RTX 3060. Of course, it's out of stock, but if you were able to get it, it's $479.99 over at Best Buy. And then we're using that V650. We changed that from the V750. This is that white Cooler Master. Love these PSUs. They're just very nice aesthetics. They have that white cabling as well. But we are, of course, using Asia Horse white cables as well. So robeytechdeals.com for that. And then let's just take a look real quick at what deals we have. So Tom is a bot. We've been working on persistent AI over here at Robeytech and consistent AI. And so we have developed Tom, this guy Tom, who is actually a sentient AI that we've been working with. And his whole job is just to troll the internet and look for the best deals for you. And so he puts all that stuff on robeytechdeals.com. All of these deals are curated. You can also follow us on Twitter at robeytechdeals if you're looking for stuff, especially if you're trying to buy a PC. He literally updates these all the time, so worth checking out. Looks like we have some specials on some PSUs, some power supply units. Seasonic Focus, obviously I love Seasonic power supplies. The 750 is basically $66. Holy crap, and with a $30 mail-in rebate. So basically it's less than $66 for a 750 watt gold Seasonic PSU. That is crazy. Holy crap. Corsair RMX 850 watt is $114. That is also a ridiculous price for an 850 watt PSU, especially a Corsair PSU, for $115 over in Best Buy today. Crucial Ballistics RGB RAM, 3600 megahertz, $97.99. We've used this quite a few times. I like their RAM. It's very fast. It's some of the best RAM that you can get on the market. And it looks like it's a CL16 kit. So if you're looking for a white build, $97.99 for 3600 megahertz. You could replace that with what we have here if you wanted to do something a little bit more reasonable. Z590 Steel Legend, another option if you wanted to do in this all white build. This ASRock specific motherboard. I don't know if you're a fan of the polygonal camo in the back, but anyway, on sale $169.99 from Newegg. Looks like the i9 11900K, again, cheaper, $529.99. If you're looking for a nice, inexpensive, that's a good price for an 11900K. G502 wireless optical mice, I love these, $50. You get a coupon, and it's $119.99. And then, I don't know if you know this, but today, the new phones have just launched. The Galaxy Flip 3, which I know Made in America actually ended up picking. I know, is in Iraq, yes, $66. The Galaxy Flip 3, which I do want to pick one of these up. I love these phones because they're so, like, putting it in your pocket. It folds up to a normal size phone. These are crazy, and it's up to $499. You should check it out. We're trying to get some sample units so we can show them off here on the show. I did just pick up my Galaxy Z Fold 3. We've shown this a couple times on the show. It's a great device for phablet, for streaming, etc., and you can get it at $999 if you get the right trade-in. That's a caveat there. They also launched their new Galaxy Watch 4. That launched today. Their Galaxy Buds also launched. and then the Galaxy Tab S7. And then looks like these fans here, I don't know, these fans are $1. There you go. Here's some fans for $1. $15.99 with a $15 mail-in rebate. I don't know anything about these fans. They're Intermax DF Vegas Duos, literally $1. So there you go. That's $1. Wow, that's cheap. I don't know anything about these fans, but if you're looking for some super cheap fans, there you go. Good job. So anyway, that's the deals for today. If you want to get it on the phones, again, I would recommend pre-ordering. I know right now they're shipping August 27th. That's when my phone's supposed to ship. So if you're looking for a phone and stuff like that, especially those, worth giving it a go. So anyway, that is the deals. Anything that you guys saw, I bought 4 of those fans. Oh, that's cool. Anything that you guys saw was interesting that from the deals or any sort of stuff like that. So yeah, too rich for my blood, Debunk says. I didn't say super cheap. I said the fan. Oh, wait. I like that, Sarny. Sarny's like, did Robey just call us super cheap? Oh, my dad. Oh, by the way, your daddy Robeytech sent me dad jokes, guys. Daddy Robeytech sent me dad jokes. Okay? Okay, so he sent me these. And so this is dad jokes from my dad. These are Robeytech dad jokes. So here you go. You are in for a treat. I don't know if these are any good. Don't judge, but it is my dad. Okay. A chicken crossing the road is poultry in motion. Poultry in motion versus poetry in motion. I like that. I thought I saw an eye doctor on an Alaskan island, but it turned out to be an optical illusion. An optical illusion. These might be too smart. These might be too smart. I thought I saw an eye doctor on an Alaskan island, but it turned out to be an optical illusion. These are the dadliest joke. Okay, she was only a whiskey maker, but he loved her still. That's pretty good. I like that one. A rubber band pistol was confiscated from an algebra class because it was a weapon of math disruption. A weapon of math disruption. The butcher backed into the meat grinder and got a little behind in his work. Oh, that's gross. Oh, Dad, that was a good one. Okay. No matter how much you push the envelope, it'll still be stationary. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. A dog gave birth to puppies near the road and was cited for littering. Oh, look at that. Was cited for littering. Okay, a grenade thrown into a kitchen in France would result in linoleum blown apart. Oh, kitchen, that's pretty good. 2 silkworms had a race. They ended up in a tie. That one's kind of eh. Okay, a backwards poet writes in verse. Oh, man. When cannibals ate a missionary, they got a taste of religion. And then, don't join dangerous cults. Practice safe. There you go. Those are dad jokes from Dad Robeytech. Dad jokes from Dad Robeytech. Hey, the Brack, I agree. That was actually a very good movie. I really enjoyed that. So there you go. Your dad is sick. Linoleum blown apart. Anyway, that was good. Those are Robeytech dad jokes. We're done. I'm done with them and going from there. So, oh my gosh. Okay. Who's ready to get back to the build? That was fun. Oh, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll let them know you guys like. Your dad needs to supply the jokes from now on. Okay. Okay, so let's get into it. Here is the state of the build as it stands right now. So this is what we finished up until this point. So there we go. This is the PC as it stands. By the way, the cooldown is now complete for the hype train. So we are now on second part of hype train. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a moment and get all of our stuff hooked up and get our cable management done. So that's what we're going to work on now, and then we'll be putting in GPU PSU. It's actually pretty quick quick time to get this finished. First thing I'm gonna do is take this right here, and this is to our AIO head, pump head. For an overclocked 11600, you could do a 3060 Ti. I mean, anything would be good for that. So yeah. Okay, and then we've also got, here are our fans, which we actually have 2 fans here, and we want these. So we actually should have a, nope. They said, did they say, did they? No, they did not. Rumor is that this, oh, there it is. Yeah, I was like, okay, I was like, wait, huh? It said it did. We actually have a fan splitter right here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, hook up real quick, is we're gonna get our, the rest of our AIO stuff hooked up. So we got a couple fan splitters right here. There's that, and there's that. We're gonna do the spline method. So this, we're not gonna, oh, this is not the longest. Ooh, did we get another? That is 2 gigabytes. This probably is 2. Okay, so we got a longer one, which is good. Okay, so I'm gonna use this to just give me some length on our AIO here. Okay. Okay, so now we have plenty of length to cable manage and all that sort of stuff. Why don't you use the thing right? Okay, so this. That's all nothing. This is gonna go right here. That's for our RGB. And then this is gonna go right here, and this is for our fans for our AIO. Oh. Holding it in here. Okay, cool. There it is, still there. So fans for AIO go right here. There we go. We got plenty of room for our GPU stuff. Then right here in the bottom, and I know you can't see it because my big head's in the way, is our RGB. Okay. So all our RGB is now controlled by our motherboard. So what I plugged in real quick, guys, is I plugged in the RGB for our motherboard, and then we plugged in our fan header for the AIO. And so this is now completely plugged in, so we can peel this off, and it is prepared and ready to go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just take a quick second and get all of my extra AIO stuff that I don't need, so I don't lose it, put away. Because we don't want to lose all our extra bits here. There's that one, just grabbing all of my stuff. Garbage. And I would, you know, it's funny, a lot of people say, well, what are some like nice tips for like when you build a PC? You know, one of the things I'd always say is just take a moment to kind of clean up your workspace as you go, especially over time, because it'll save you a lot of pain and trying to find things later. So cleaning, like you always notice as I've built every PC, I always take a minute and then like take a quick break and just make sure that all my stuff is put away and cleaned up. So that way it just, like I'm not, like if the more kind of messy my area is, the more frazzled and difficult it becomes to kind of do the builds because I have a hard time finding the parts and stuff that I may need. So just a little tip. I mean, you don't have to if you feel like you're too good for that. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so that's all plugged in. Everything's ready to go. Let's flip this over. Now we can cable manage, which we need to, because this rat's nest is driving me bonkers. Okay, so, ugh, I'm in a bad spot. Okay. This also, I'm like, what is this? They like super, like, you need to pull, like, if you have this case, I would recommend taking your time and pulling some of this stuff that you can, okay? That's brutal. Okay, so I want as little, okay, we can do that up. And what is up with this giant thing? They really did not, like, it seems like the best place to actually cable manage would be like right here. Because I don't want any cables to be seen. And this, of course, is like this power thing is like in the worst place. Like, what is this? Oh, shoot. Okay, here we go. Okay, there. I feel like I'm started here. Let's grab our zip ties. Hey, Drafaz, dropping 10 gifted subs. Thank you, Drafaz. We should be now, guys. We get a couple more. We'll start the hype train. So if you guys want to jump in with Drafaz, we could start. There's 10 more. So if one more person draws bits or anything like that, we're in it. Drafaz, thank you very much for that, man. As always, coming in clutch there at the thing. So if somebody else wants to jump in with this real quick, yeah, don't worry, we'll get the spaghetti cleaned. One more, guys, and then one more like kind of thing. There we go, Jungalo Jimmy doing it. We should be hitting hype train like, might be 4, it might be 1 more. There it is, Drafaz, 10 more. Wow, dude, thank you, Drafaz. He's like, I want to be number 1. He likes to be number 1 every week. And there, it should be, and then Joe the Ripper dropping a sub. We should be hitting hype train like any second. I'm surprised that has not hit hype train already. There, get Eisenrock, and there's hype train. I knew it was coming. Hype train has started. We are on our way towards an AIO, guys. Drafaz, you're amazing. Thank you, as always, my friend. Hopefully you got my message. I DM'd you in the Discord. Biddy. Dropping it as well. Okay. Biddy, thank you very much. Eisenrock also for that gifted sub. We are on our way towards a 250. I'm going to update that real quick. So we're at 152. We're on our way to a 5600X. We have 250. Okay, there we go. Next giveaway's up. 122% already, guys. And we're on our way towards the next goal. Let's keep it going. Hemp Racer, thank you very much for the 1 gifted sub. Remember, guys, this is extra entries towards those dual 3070s if you want to get in on those. We're getting the spaghetti cleaned up, by the way. And I want to, the other thing that's really important to me here is to get this stuff. So if there's anything that's going to show on the edge, you'll see me throw a white one in here to keep it clean. Embracer, thank you very much. Remember, if we get to 1,000%, guys, we'll give away some awesome. We'll give away a Super Doomsday. Thank you very much. We'll give away a HD60S. There you go. And we're going to put this right here. And again, this is just so we keep this cable, these cables out of view. We want to try and not have stuff in view. And then what I'm going to do here, as we work on this, is like literally the worst. I hate this Molex. This Molex is driving me bonkers. I just don't want that cable. So I'm going to have to use a bigger one to kind of keep this clamped so it's out of the way. Hey, Traveling Fool, thank you for resubscribing at Tier 1. Let's see it, guys. We can do it. 149%. Don't let your Foz do all the hype. Okay, so this is just so we can, we're moving this up so we can not have that showing. This is the Molex of Doom. And again, we're doing the spine method here for our cable management. Tish, is it Tishio? Thank you very much. 3 months, man. And 5 months for Traveling Fool. Thank you very much for the resub, you guys. Shoulders weak. Nice, your Foz. He's like carrying. He's throwing down the challenge. He's like, come on, you guys. Let's see We know there's more of you out there. More of you big supporters. Appreciate it. What is this? Okay, that's just an extra, okay. Okay, these I need to get up out of the way so we can get our PSU installed easily. Go. Kazito, one gifted sub. Thank you very much, Kazito. Appreciate it. Good now. There we go. One gifted sub. 158, guys. Okay. And then here, all I'm going to do is just get these things wrapped into. Hey, is it CKJ Razor? Thank you very much. Did I not? Yeah. Ooh, Corey coming in, dropping 5 gifted subs. And there it is, Hype Train successful, 164 subs tonight. And there it is, guys. 46 subs, 696 bits. And you guys are amazing. And Drafaz, you were the GOAT for sure on that one. Drafaz was the GOAT. Okay, guys, now that giveaway is locked in. We're definitely going to be doing that here at the end. So we just did like a little bit of a spine method. Again, we are taking this build apart. I'd probably do it a little bit different if this was a commission build, but given this is just a build we're taking apart, I'm just seeing so it's not spaghetti really. Okay, let's cut these off. This is good enough for now. Really gnarly Molex. There we go. Okay, cool. So there we go. Everything's kind of in, parked, out of the way. It should look clean on the other side too. Won't jiggle around anymore. Oh, geez. Except for that. Figure that out. Thought that got cleared. I'm actually probably going to move this up. It's just out of the way. And you do not want to crimp this. I just want this up. And then it's not in with the, want it out so it's not in with, it's not visible. There we go. Okay, let's just make sure everything else looks good. Can't really see any cables. We'll push that over. I wish we could make that a little bit cleaner, but there's not a whole lot I could do. Okay, so it's pretty clean. When I close the case, I should be able to hold that, push that down. But there you go, nice looking build. Overall looks good, everything else is in there, nice in a good way. Let's go ahead and get our other kind of cables plugged in here. We're gonna be at GPU time now. And PSU. Don't really need anything out of this anymore. Okay. Let us go ahead and let's put our GPU in. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you for all the thanks for all the PC guy. Thank you for the compliment and thank you for all the subs. Made in America. Resubscribe with Prime 13 months. That's huge, dude. Thank you very much for being and a tech specialist as well. Or tech elite. Is it tech elite? You're tech elite, aren't you? I don't remember. You're just tech awesome. That's what you are. Okay. GPU time, guys. He's tech, yeah, elite. Oh, Debunked is almost there. Delbunk 813 is almost there. Okay, here we go right here. Our gigabyte. Hey, 8-bit cipher, thank you very much. Look at that. So small. Should we get all the extra stuff out? Here we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. We already got it popped out. Oh, you know what? I just put away those. Dang it. Knew I should have done it. Okay. Got our single. Should be one. Two. There it is. One peel. There we go, or one peel. It's only got a single cable. I keep forgetting that it's not a 3080 or anything like that. So just slip in here nicely. I'll let the cable manage here. There it is right there. Looks good. Just need a single PSU cable. Nice and easy. Yeah, so fresh, so square. It is very square, I agree. Okay. Goes like this. Okay. Make sure you put the yeah, it's still triple fan cooled, which is nice. I mean, so if you want to do some potential overclocking, it is the OC edition, right? Is this the OC? It should be the Vision OC. Yeah, it's the OC. It's also got 12 gigs of RAM, so you can overclock. You can overclock this, and it's got plenty of cooling if you wanted to do an overclock on this particular GPU. For sure. Okay, here we go. Okay. Pop it down there. There's our one little cable. And really in the one cable sense, you probably just want to make sure that the one like kind of is in the center, you know what I mean? Is really all we got to look out here. We've already got our EPS CPU already plugged in, so we've only got one more kind of cable to plug in here, which is our motherboard. Why do you say the 8-pin PCIe is in a horrible location? Or are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about you mean on this particular card? You mean versus like having it at the end or something? Yeah, I agree. It does always look weird. It still looks. I mean, it's not. It just. I think people are used to like that twin. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I think you're right. It's just to keep the you from covering up the logo. It's very collector's. I mean, it's very founder's edition. Is the YouTube just stream bad? I mean, because I've seen like pretty big fluctuations in viewership, and a lot of that's usually YouTube. I should try not using Restream one of these times. Full specs are, it's 11600K, 32 gigs of 4000 megahertz RAM, 1 terabyte NVMe, a 3060 Vision GPU. We got a Z590A ROG Strix motherboard. We've got an Intermax Aqua Fusion 240 AIO. We got an Asia Horse cable extensions. And then we've got a 750 watt Cooler Master V2 fully modular PSU. That's all the stuff that's going into this particular build. And a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, I gotta look at this. Which version do I want? Do I want up or do I want down? I think I want up. Yeah, I think up is gonna look better. Okay, so there is that. Everything is good. Put these away. What is the specs on the partridge in a pear tree? I just went over him. Okay. Oh, data got stolen from your work? Why? You don't have very nice people who work there. Oh, you know what I should probably do is screw in the PSU here. Oh, here it is. This is what I was looking for. Need a couple PSU. There we go. Not PSU, but our holders for the GPU. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's not dump that stuff out. That'd be bad. But I saved myself. Okay, there we go. Build is coming together, ladies and gentlemen. Coming together. Just got a couple more things to finish out here. We're gonna do a little bit more cable management on the other side, and then we'll get really close to turning it on. Anybody else pick up some merch today? Any other subs pick up merch today? Before we let the loose? So you, Eric Lowe, I think we've been streaming now for what, since 5:30? It didn't start at 5:30 though, so let's say it started at 5:45. And this PC I started this PC when I went, so we're at like what, just under 3 hours? Okay. The R stands for ray tracing in RTX. I think it stands for ray tracing experience. I think that's what they wanted it to be. I don't know if that's actually what it stands for. Okay, so we're gonna have to run this over, I think. Yeah, because it's like height-wise, that would be okay. We're just gonna have, I think we're gonna have to just do this. I mean, that will fit on the, okay. That will fit on the build. We're gonna run that down. The top will go on, which is good. We'll run our PSU right there. You got the merch. If you're a subscriber, you have access. You can go to discord.gg/Robeytech and go on the subscriber channel. Tomorrow is when the merch for everybody else will go live. So Twitch subscribers are going to get a 24-hour head start on being able to purchase merch, and then everybody else will get their access tomorrow. Okay, so we're just going to put this right. Did this go under? Or just go on top. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe it did go under. Yeah, it went like this. Okay. Yeah, xricken, if you go to discord.gg/Robeytech. Go to discord.gg/Robeytech. And then inside of the Discord is a sub-only chat for Twitch subscribers. In there is the link to purchase merch. So the mod mat comes out in a month, but Twitch subscribers will get 24-hour access to those as well. So the store is up. You can now buy. In the middle of September, the mats will be there as well. We want to make sure everything else got up too. I'm glad you kept trying too. Okay, what do we need now? Have you ever eaten thermal? We have tried it. We haven't eaten it. Yeah, these mats right here, where we have Robeytech versions of these mats that'll be out in September. Okay, guys, PSU time. Everybody's favorite time, the PSU time. Let's go to side camera. The last part of the build, ladies and gentlemen. Got our 650 watt white PSU, some water. There we go. Oh, we can put this away. I need that right now. This away. Okay. I think has this been opened? Maybe? I don't know, we'll find out. If you are a Twitch subscriber, you should see that channel. If you link your Discord to Discord to Twitch. Twitch and Discord have to be linked to see it. Yeah, if you do that, then you should see it. It's called subscriber on Discord. And make sure that you've also accepted the rules. I know that's been a lot of problems. Don't worry, guys. You have till noon tomorrow if you want to get in on it. Okay, so we need our power supply. We need a Molex, guys. We don't need SATA, though. That's interesting. So we need Molex, but not SATA this time. So there's that. Don't need SATA. We need our CPU. There's that one. Yeah, PSU sniff test is incoming. It's another CPU. We have a single GPU. Where's our Molex? Next. Ugh. Molex. Ugh. And GPU. Molex. Okay, here we go. That smells nice. That smells good. I like Corsair PSUs always smell so pretty. Okay, there we go. Okay, that is in. Now to get it hooked up, so we can put it inside the case. Inside the case, top down. Okay, CPU. Right there. VGA. Right there. Motherboard. And finally, the last connection needed for our 650 watt power supply. Molex. Ew. Ew. But plugged in. Okay, there's all our connections in, like Flynn. Okay, that's nice. Went in pretty easily. That was cool. The PSU shroud actually has enough room that it's not going to rip your HD audio cable out. Okay. Get this up. I'm going to just get them out of here. I should have 4 here. Two, 3, 4. Go to side camera. Putting in our PSU. One more time. Okay, PSU is in. Put this away because all of our powerful screws are done. Ugh. Top down. Okay, so let's grab our CPU cable. It'll be right here. Undo this. Gonna go right here. Okay. Next one is our freaking Molex. Ew. Ew, Molex. Ew. Does not make me happy, ew. Oh, goes the other way. Oh my god, I hate these. I'm just not a fan of Molex. There you go. Ew. Molex hates me and I hate Molex. I'm okay with that. Make sure that's flat. Grab one more big honking one just to cable manage it flat. Okay. Next up, GPU, which is pretty straightforward. There it is. Okay. All we're going to do here is just make these nice and flat so they just get kind of put out of the way. Molex. Ew. Ew. This is 2021. You don't need no stinking Molex. We're going to give this a little bit of extra to make sure this comes in super flat. And there is our build. Check our front cable real quick, and then looks good. Okay. Now, grab our little back here. Boom. Goes on easily. Okay. Guys, I think we're done. I think we're done. I think we're done. The build is ready. What's our YouTube like count? Putting our little bits away. 556, guys. We're 48 away from that last giveaway there. Yeah, white ones work, but I mean in the back I don't really necessarily care. There we go. Yeah, I actually want to do it like this. Okay. Now we're ready. Ugh. There it is right there. Build is done. I think it looks good. Let me get our little bit of cable stuff twisted here and just kind of finish the last little bit of this. Yeah, you can't really see anything, which is good. What do we need? Okay, need this. There we go, and this. And there it is. Build is done. There it is right there, nice and small. Looks good in all angles. Clean. You guys ready? Oops. And did we hit 600? Yeah, it looks smexy. Yep. Okay, here we go. Let's, it looks good. It looks clean. And YouTube goals reached. There it is. Wow, we just pretty much accomplished everything today. Ugh. Let us get this hooked up. Okay, here we go. Let's deport. There it is. There it is right there. And then last one, just because I don't know why we hook that up every time, but I do. Okay, here we go. On and on. There it is. Why is it like the fans themselves are not doing anything? There's no LED coming out of the, wow, they're all orange. That's interesting. Oh, I wonder if we set the fan to orange, but I'm not getting any LED. Oh, it's red. Right, but I'm not getting any LEDs. I need the RGB out of the fans. They're spinning, but they aren't changing any color. Interesting. There's nothing to plug into them. That is weird. Yeah, it's posted. Yes, it does post. Here you guys. Here you go. Let's go to PC Capture. That RAM looks good. So there's a PC capture. You guys should see it here in just a second. We did. They don't have a controller. They literally just plug in. Okay, let me see what's going on with our. Hold on one sec. With this PC video capture. Apparently, it's got to be deactivate. There it is. Okay. There you can see it posts. I just don't know why the lights aren't working. There's nothing to plug into the lights. Yeah, the reset button does change the RGB, and it's plugged into this LED light. Yeah, it's a soft white on the RAM. But it does not seem to do anything. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this off, but the PC does work. I don't think I missed anything. There's literally nothing. Oh, maybe I unplugged it. Maybe I got unplugged or something like that. No? Cable comes out. The RGB is, the LED RGB is still plugged in. They're all daisy chained together. They don't do, there's like nothing to plug in to make them work any better. Those are all plugged in. Those are all the Intermax ones, so those are all fine. Yeah, like everything is plugged in. They should just light up. Like the LED button is supposed to make it work, and then it's plugged in. I wonder if something's wrong with the fans. You can't unplug it or anything. Yeah, there's nothing else to plug into the fans. There's like no controller or anything like that. Let me look at the Antec book just to see if there's something I'm missing, but it's pretty straightforward in terms of the build. So I'm just gonna look. There's no controller that comes with the case. Shows you how to install. There's nothing in here that says how to make the fans do anything different. Nope. I don't know if the fans, there's something wrong with the fans. I mean, there really is nothing else to do. The fans are just PWM. No, they weren't daisy chained wrong. There's literally, they all plug into a single Molex. They all plug into a single Molex. Yeah, there's like nothing to daisy chain wrong. They're all like, they're all plugged into a single controller, and the RGB is all like, yeah, there's nothing that would have done this any differently. This all stuff goes just right to the same place. The Molex is plugged in. There's a place to daisy chain more, but it's literally just one cable. And the thing is they wouldn't even, if they weren't hooked up, they wouldn't even spin. So it's like, they're obviously hooked up, right? Because they wouldn't spin if they weren't hooked up. There's literally nothing else to do. So I think something's wrong with the fans, or maybe the rear fan or something that was not there before. Yeah, I can show you the backside if you guys want. Okay, yeah, I'll show you guys the backside. I can try, yeah, we can try long pressing the LED, but I'll show you, just so you guys can see. So again, these right here, these right here are the cables for the PSU. I mean, for the fans. Right here is the LED. This is the LED controller right here, and it's plugged into, it's controlled via this rear fan. And then this goes and connects to the front panel connections right here. It's run off the reset switch, which is actually the LED button on here. But outside of that, there are literally every fan just plugs in via one of these. That's all there is. There's nothing else. And then there's a Molex integrated with it, but there's no RGB header, nothing. This RGB header is for your Intermax. There's nothing else to plug in. There's literally, oh dude, look at this. Oh, that might be why. This came out. Oh, so it actually might be this. Oh, that whole thing, that whole plug is though. So it looks like this actual whole plug came out. So the RGB may not be getting power. And this is why I hate Molex. Okay, hold on one sec. Oh, shoot. That was not what I wanted to do. Yeah, this like is supposed to be jammed into this, and it's not. I'm not gonna be able to get that in there. Okay, I'm gonna try now to see if I can get the Molex replugged in here and see if we can get the, and then if I have this plugged in, maybe it'll light up. This is why I hate Molex, man. The worst connection. Once I can get this plugged in. Okay, that's plugged in. Okay, let's see if it turns on. We'll see. It's all plugged in now. I'm gonna see if I can just get enough in here that. And it's like no matter how much I'm jamming this in, yeah, it's not getting. The lights aren't working. So, yeah, it looks like the Molex for this. I can ask Antec to send us a new fan thing, but it looks like the Molex is just the cable. This cable is broken, and no matter what I do, I could potentially strip it and see if I can get a little bit more. I don't have a stripper here, but. See if I can get a little bit more cable out of it. Yeah, that's like. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do anything. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Not gonna work. Case is busticated. Looks like that. I'm gonna have to replace those fans. What we'll probably do is I'll have, when we do the case review, we'll actually replace them with 140s with Corsair or whatever it was. But, yep, that's unfortunate. What do I do with that cover? It's not the ooh and ah I like to get. So we'll just replace the fans with different fans. Yeah, it's a bummer. Put some 140s or whatever and do the same, kind of try and do the same test. Okay, guys, well, that's the build. You would see RGB there, but what you see right now is just red. The whatever, there's something just didn't go well, and so yeah, I mean, we got some RGB, but the RGB is all based on what's plugged in right now, which right now I like the RAM. The RAM looks good. We'll make the rest of it probably whiter blue. This looks really cool. And I do like the RAM, and I like the white off of the case. Like I said, we'll replace the 240s and put something a little bit more fancy in there and go from there. Yeah. And don't worry, guys, again, this is like, you know, this is the first time. Yeah, we could do, there is no SATA power cable. It's only plugged in via Molex. So we just need to replace the fans, which is an easy one, and we'll play it, and we'll still show it and get it all white. And you guys will see a final version of this on the YouTube video when we basically show it off from there. Yeah, so what kind of RTX does it? It has an RTX 3060 in it. So, okay, guys, well, let's start the giveaways. A huge shout out to everybody for hanging out today. Super appreciate you guys going. First giveaway we're going to do is we're going to do 2-1 celebrating 600 likes on the YouTube, and also both of us hitting both of those hype trains. So let's go and get those going. Let's see, CloudBot. And then entry point for this is going to be exclamation point community. Exclamation point community. There we go. And then, so then this is for 2 500 gig NVMe SSDs. And we're starting that giveaway right now. 2 minutes, guys, 2 minutes. That's sad. It makes me sad. Sad Robey. Sad Robey right now. Sad Robey. Doesn't have his 2 500 gig NVMe SSDs. Now we are doing another Antec build tomorrow. We're using the DF700 Flex. We're actually doing a commission build tomorrow, so that'll be fun. One of my favorite builds, and it's going to be a nice one. 3080 Ti, 5950X. Like it's a doozy of a build that we're building tomorrow. So it should be a super good build. If you guys are looking for some quality entertainment, that is going to be tomorrow. Yeah, and you guys should check it out for sure. Let's see if I can. I bet I can't. No, we'll do this. So that should be super fun. Go. Excited about that build tomorrow. Should be really good. There we go. Sucks about those fans, man. Okay, guys, 4 seconds left. I'm gonna go to mood mode though. Not gonna let this kill our mood. Put our Robeytech merch hat up there. There it is. We'll get it clean and pretty. Okay, there it is. There we go. A little bit of mood there. A little bit cleaner. Okay, picking our winners. Hemp Racer over on Twitch, and congratulations to Gruntled and Hemp Racer. You guys are the winner of the 500 gig NVMe SSDs. Okay, next giveaway. Everybody say thank you, Newegg. Everybody say thank you, Newegg. This is for a $150 Newegg gift card. Thank you, Newegg. Okay, starting that run right now. $150 Newegg gift card, guys. Two minutes. You do some of these like white sickle flow. You do like some of these and just like replace them all with like these and do like 3. I'd like to do 140s though, but you could do 3 120s and do the sickle flow. But it's really, this case is really going to look good with 140s over 120s. I don't know what white 140s I have. I'm trying to think. I want them to be good, you know? Okay, 49 seconds left, guys. Got my water in. $25 seconds on this giveaway left. Then we are, just so you guys know, okay, so let's talk about this. We are back tomorrow. We are back tomorrow for another stream. We're going to be doing a commission build in the DF700, so we're not going to draw a winner quite yet, just so you know, Blondie. Once we get finished with that, then from there, we are back for 2 streams next week on Monday. We have a stream on Saturday. Starting at 1 p.m., we're going to do Amazon Live. We're going to be covering streaming tech and also monitors. We're going to be showing off that really cool 49-inch Aorus monitor, as well as a LG monitor as well. So you're going to want to tune in for that. Plus, if you have questions about streaming, a great opportunity to pop in, ask questions, anything that you guys want to know. That's going to be over on Amazon Live. We'll get you guys some more details on that tomorrow or Friday. Lastly, we have 2 streams next week from Mod Monday. We have a Mod Monday on Monday. We're going to be playing with a Formula 2 racer. And then on Tuesday, I'll also be down in LA and we'll be celebrating the launch of the new Avengers expansion, the Wakanda. So we'll be down there playing some of that, plus building a PC. So 2 PCs in LA. Actually, you're going to get 5 streams next week. So it should be a nice delight right there. And then let's go ahead and pick our winner. We're going to be at the very end of this. We're going to be rating somebody. So congratulations to Ghost. Ghost, you are the winner of the $150 Newegg gift card. Now, guys, last thing we always do at the very end of most of these streams is we find somebody to raid. There's 525 people hanging over Twitch right now, 933 of you hanging out all up. We're going to go find somebody to go say hi to. Just, if you guys could just stick around for a follow, give them a like, that would be huge. We're going to raid Sergeant Mad Max. We're going to raid Sergeant Mad Max tonight. So I appreciate you guys being here and being a part of this. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Let's find Sergeant Mad Max. Sergeant Mad Max. Sergeant. There he is. He's playing Splitgate. I don't know much about this game, but here we go. Starting that raid right now. Let's see how many people can get. Can we get 300 or 400? That'd be great. 200, 200, 300, 346. Anyway, guys, have a great night, and we will see you guys next week. I mean, on tomorrow. Jeez. Bye, guys.